mean, we probably could do it too if we really
All right. Okay, it says we're live. Let's go ahead and refresh the YouTube. Let's make sure we're on mute. All right, I think we're good. I'm so excited. This is my first live stream on my channel.
I am so proud of you and I'm so happy for you. I just, you know, I felt like a little bit of I don't want to be your crutch because I knew you could do it. I knew you could do the live stream and I'm so proud of you that you figured it out. I mean, it wasn't that hard, right? I mean,
no, I was so worried about having like the multiple like Gmails and accounts and stuff. I was worried that it wouldn't go to the right one and it would be just confusing. But I found out, I just kind of messed with things. I just kind of found out that if you just go and like schedule the event like you do, and then you just start, you know, it asks you like start Hangouts on air or whatever. And I click that and then it takes you to Google Hangouts. You don't have to start from Google Hangouts. So it's like, cool. I love it. So it's actually pretty easy. And I worried for nothing.
I don't know what just happened, but I think Siri just responded to you. I don't know what you said, but I kind of was looking over there going, Siri just turned on. So I don't know what's going on with that. Let's go turn Siri off.
Yeah, let's not have Siri in, or, you know, I've seen those videos where Alexa just starts randomly talking. Those are kind of weird. But yeah, so while Angela does that, while we wait for her to come back. Hi, everyone. It's Nicole. We're here on my YouTube channel, Who Picked This Book? And my lovely, lovely Angela. I'll let her take it over from here. Angela.
Oh, my goodness. I know. I just turned off Siri. You're so sweet. Aw. I'm Angela. My YouTube channel is Books Are My Heart. I'm currently earning my PhD at American University, and I live in Washington, D.C., and I think that summarizes me very, very briefly.
Angela and I are, if you have been following us lately, we are romantics at heart, which is the name of our book club.
The thing is, it's so weird because you named it after me. And I'm like, she named it, not me. I'm not being. You named
it. I did name it, but I just, you know, it just has, you know, a nice ring to it. And so we're going to play a little game. We're going to play the Rip It or Ship It tag. I'm sure you've seen this tag a bunch on YouTube. It kind of comes up every now and then, and it goes quiet, and then someone like makes it relevant again. And I love this game, actually. Oh, we got some comments already. Lady Gizmo, hello. Ash Hearts Books, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us over here. I'm so excited.
I'm so happy that people are watching this live stream. I mean, first of all, it's a different type of live stream because I also kind of want you guys to play along with us when we're ripping or shipping. I want to know if you're going to agree with us, first of all. But I mean, it's going to be awesome. I mean, I'm so happy Nicole's doing this, and I get to be her first live stream. I feel so honored. I mean, oh, she's so sweet. She's my best friend. I love her.
I'm so excited too. You're my best friend. You're so sweet. And so, Rip It or Ship It. I'm sure you know how this works, but Angela has 15 male character names. I have 15 female character names here in my little jar. This is my book jar that I made. I mean, I didn't make the jar, I just kind of decorated it. And so what's going to happen is we're going to pick names out of our little jar or little cup. Angela, I don't know what you have over there.
I actually went with my Starbucks reusable, refillable cup because this was from last year or the year before for Valentine's Day, and I thought it would be perfect with the XOXO on it. I thought that would be perfect for tonight. I did throw a little bit of a wrench in our plans. I threw in some extra people. This way we could do some same-sex couples because I thought, oh, maybe we'd be, you know, discriminating if we didn't do that. So I threw in some extra just in case. I thought that would be, you know, a nice little element to have, just, you know, just cause. So
that is totally fine.
Just a couple extra, not too many, but just, you know, figure, you know, that we can have some leftover men to draw from. Although it's very weird when I keep saying I have the men over here. That was very fun phrasing.
I loved when we were talking about this and you're like, okay, I'll do the men. And I'm like, I just started dying laughing. But okay, so I can pull some female names on the fly. Not even a problem. So, more comments. Ash, You're adorable. I love your bow, Nicole. You're so sweet. Everyone loves my bow. It's actually
as soon as we sat down, I go, I love the bow. I mean, she always looks so cute, but the bow,
it's my Slytherin house bow, a little Slytherin emblem on there. And so thank you. So sweet. And then Lady Gizmo, love the cup, Angela, she said. So you're getting some. I love the cup too. It's actually wonderful. XOXO with hearts. I have a little heart lock and then a key. So maybe it's kind of
on Pinterest and you put in some effort over there. I mean, I love it. You look like you went and did some crafts.
Sometimes I can be crafty. Sometimes.
Have you ever, this is totally a tangent moment, but Mary-Kate Wiles, she was Lydia, or the Lydia Bennet for the Lizzie Bennet Diaries. She was the Lydia. And so she has her own craftversations. I love it. It's so calming. I love putting that on as kind of the background. Have you ever seen it? No?
No, I haven't. I'll have to look it up though, because that's awesome.
She does some craftversations. That's her little kind of quote unquote, where she's the interviewer and she has one of her friends stop by, an actor, a producer, a writer, and they'll be making a craft. And while they're doing their craft, they do their little interview. And so you just reminded me of that because I'm not crafty. So, I mean, I'm impressed.
Sometimes I surprise myself. Like I made that book clutch one time. It was a purse that I made out of a old book that I bought at Goodwill. It was probably like $1. It was like an old Reader's Digest that I just liked the cover. So I just tore all the pages out of it and made a purse.
Or something. I honest to God, I mean, it looked like something you would buy instead of make because it just looks so nice. And I mean, that's the best possible way. I mean,
oh, thanks.
Oh yeah, Slytherin. Got a friend over there, and I got a dog. Who wants to know what's going on?
Slytherin represent. Hello, Moraz. How are you? And then, we have a Night Fear. Are those unicorns I see in the background? Yes, my unicorn lights back here. Can't really see the light because it's actually pretty bright in here. But yeah, they're my unicorn lights that I have. Yes, I love the unicorns. I wish they were kind of like, it wasn't like just like a white light. I wish they were like, like rainbow, because that would be really cute. But they're just, plain old unicorns.
I love them. I have the fairy lights on my office bookcases because, again, those are my academic books. I thought, hey, I'll dress up my academic books, and I put the fairy lights. I want something for mine. And so every time I see the unicorns, I do kind of take notice. They're such a pretty little touch. I love it.
She's asking, where did you find these, Night Fear? I actually found these on Facebook, actually. I'm trying to remember who was selling them. But yeah, it was just like this ad that I saw on Facebook, and I saw them and I'm like, those are really cute. But the ad was misleading because they did have them in multicolor. So I'm just like, a little misleading, but I'm happy with them. They're really, really cute and fairly inexpensive. Morass is saying, I'm great and I'm always eating breakfast when you do live streams. Oh, because it's, the time difference. It's morning over there. Alrighty, so let's see. Oh, we got 6 people watching. This is exciting. I'm so excited. All right, so if I'm moving around a little bit, I'm very sorry. It's hard for me to get comfortable at the moment, just because I don't know if you saw on my Twitter, I was in an accident coming home from work on Friday, and I'm still kind of recovering. Doing great. I'm fine. Nothing major happened. So it's just my car. Car got the most damage, which is what they're designed to do. So took the brunt of the impact. So, but if I'm moving, fidgeting, that's why. I'm so sorry. But yeah, if we want to go ahead and get started, I say let's do it. Angela, are you ready?
I am ready. I kept looking down because my dog wanted some attention or love. So you guys might see Max pop up. He has been trimmed. He no longer has his fur. It's very cute. He looks like a puppy. So he'll probably pop up very soon because he wants to know what's going on. He's jealous that, I'm talking to somebody who's not him. So he'll probably put a puppy face in the camera very soon. But I'm ready to go whenever you are.
Alrighty. Well, we love Max, so we love when he makes a little appearance. So no worries on that.
As he growls, he's right behind me.
All right, I'm gonna open my
your character first, my lady. Would you like to go first?
I would love to. All right, I just opened my little jar here, and I'm just going to randomly pick. And I did all kind of different color papers and stuff too. Oop, one fell out. Okay, I guess this one.
Effort. That is amazing. You decorated the jar. You got multicolored paper. I mean, you are the best live stream hostess. I mean, you got to do this more. This has to be a weekly thing. I love it.
Well, I did have the jar already made, but it just worked. All right, so let's see who we have here. Alrighty, so we're starting off strong here. We're going with Mia Gray from 50 Shades of Grey is my female, my female character here, Mia.
I mean, so Nicole and I, we did kind of go through this and just say some of the books that we could draw from. Usually people go for the big characters from those, so I mean, I'm very impressed you went for the sister.
That was my kind of little monkey wrench, you know, like you threw a couple of extra names in your pile. I have kind of, I didn't pick all main characters. I picked some side characters. So we'll see how this goes.
No, I mean, I like it. I mean, this is going to make it more interesting. First of all, I'm going to have to remember who they are. And two, we are totally not going to be doing the usual rip it or ship it if these are secondary, tertiary characters there. I mean, I love it. Go for it.
All right.
My first person, I don't know how this works because it's a fan fiction of it. Oh. Edward from Twilight, because that's because Christian Grey is technically her brother, which is an adaptation of Edward. So now I'm kind of sketched out when I play it.
Yeah, 50 Shades of Grey is Twilight fan fiction made reality, and so
I'm going. This has a creepy factor a little bit.
It does. Our first ship, I'm kind of like, ee. I'm gonna say rip it. I actually don't.
Yeah, I want to just get rid of this right off the bat. Can we start over? Start with a new fresh one because that's creeping me out.
So we're ripping it. So sorry. Sorry about your bad luck, Mia.
How would you guys have handled it? I know technically they're adopted, and we could just be taboo and pretend, but I just want to get rid of that one really quickly. So would you like to try again and pretend, you know, that's a no round one?
Yeah, we're going to pretend like that didn't happen. Also, we want you guys to comment, please, play along with us if you ship our picks or if you rip it. Lady Gizmo, she's all for it. She ships the Mia and Edward. So.
She is really cute. I don't know who the actress is in the movie, but she was really sweet in the adaptations. I mean, I liked her. I thought she was a good actress. Her character is always very sweet. Do you want me to draw another name for her? So I mean, because I already said I put extra in there.
Yes.
What do you guys want me to do?
I would love that. Yes, pick another name.
Ron Weasley. That's it. That's an interesting here.
Ron Weasley and Mia.
As Nicole just spits out her wine.
I know. I was like, I almost like spit out my wine.
Yeah. What do we do with this one?
Okay. Mia Gray and Ron Weasley.
I mean, adult Ron Weasley. We're not talking about Ron Weasley in Hogwarts. We're talking about adult Ron Weasley.
Yes, adult Ron Weasley.
I'm gonna throw that out there.
I don't know. I kind of don't ship it.
Mia's not going to get a relationship out of us, apparently. Mia's going home alone.
I don't know. It just seems like, I don't know. I think it's just because when you think of certain characters, you just think of with their like canon ship sometimes. And then it just kind of like, it doesn't, I don't know. I'm not feeling it. How are you feeling?
No, I'm looking at the comments and everyone's saying rip it. And I'm
rip
like, I totally agree. For some reason, I mean, I didn't mind pairing Ron Weasley with other characters during other, you know, bookish conversations. I mean, even though Hermione is his one-true pairing, we love them together. I know people sometimes want Hermione with Harry, but, you know, I'm all for Hermione and Ron. They're my Harry Potter couple. So yeah, I'm going to rip it.
All right. I think everyone is unanimous. We are going to rip it. Mia is destined to go home alone. I'm so sorry.
Two rounds of Mia and it just didn't work out. I'm sorry, Mia.
Yeah, Morass, Lady Gizmo, they're saying rip it. Night Fear is saying rip it. And Day Children's, hello, I think you're new to the chat. How are you? Thank you for joining us. And yeah, it's just not in the cards for you, Mia. Sorry. But you know who
Day loves you. I just saw that comment pop up on my feed. Aw.
Aw, you're so sweet.
I love you.
Feeling the love. But you know who I ship Hermione with? You know this. I feel like you know this about me.
Oh, this is Drake. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'd ship them. I mean, I like her. I love her with Ron, but I mean, you do kind of see that animosity kind of becoming something. You know, the hatred to lovers trope a little bit. I can see that. You know, what is it? Thou protesteth too much with Draco, just a smidge.
Just a smidge. And you know I enjoy a good hate to love, so you know I love that trope.
I mean, if it's done right, I mean, it has to be done right. But I mean, once it's done right, you love it.
Right.
As long as it's well executed, I'm along for the ride. I will follow that one.
Alrighty, so going for round 2 here. Gonna go pick my, let's do a pink one. Let's do a pink one. Margot Roth Spiegelman. This is from Paper Towns by John Green. I'm going to fix my computer here just a little bit. Sorry, guys. Okay. So Margot Roth Spiegelman from Paper Towns.
I guess we're really going for 50 Shades right now because I just got Christian Grey.
That's wonderful. Honestly, I think Margot, I don't know. I felt like when I was reading Paper Towns, Margot was a little bit of a diva. She kind of couldn't make up her mind, and she's
not a fan of hers in that particular book. And then in the movie adaptation, even less so. I'm not really sure what to make of that because she has her little sister. She kind of abandons her parents. she's very self-absorbed, and I mean, there's no past trauma. There's no real reason for it as far as I could tell, unless I missed something because I was just zoned out after a certain point. But I'm ripping that. I'm not even considering that. I mean, I don't even like Christian Grey. I just don't see those two together.
I don't either. And as for the trauma, it wasn't in the very beginning. Didn't they see like a dead body in their neighborhood or something? Am I making that up?
Maybe. I don't know. I forget. I mean, I know people love John Green. I've only kind of read his stuff, you know, once when it first comes out. So I haven't reread him recently. I also saw the movie when it first came out, so I don't remember the storyline. But yeah, I wasn't really a fan of hers. Christian Grey had his moments, I guess, although, you know, we don't really want to go down that road. That's a whole separate live stream conversation topic.
Right.
So,
I feel like, yeah, you're right. I feel like I'm gonna rip it too. So
yeah, everyone's ripping it. So
everyone's ripping it.
You'll actually just rip up the name over here. Just get rid of it. Why not?
Get rid of it.
I won't accidentally pull it and put it down or something. You know, that's happening.
Morass is saying that she shipped her with Crumb. She's probably Hermione. Yeah, she shipped her with Victor Crumb, which, you know, I shipped it for about book 4, and then and then I'm like, oh no, he's gonna leave and it's gonna be fine. Everyone's saying Christian Grey and Margot rip it. Morass, I see it happening, but the relationship would be dysfunctional, even more so than his relationship with Anastasia. Yeah, I feel like.
What are you doing?
Oh, is he messing around?
Oh, I love you, little baby. He keeps trying to give me his toy to throw, and I'm like, I don't want to throw this thing.
Yeah, I can totally see that their relationship. I just think Margot, like you said, too self-absorbed, and you know, Christian is completely like wrapped up in his malfunction too. So I just don't see it working in the long run. I just don't think there'd be enough give on each of their parts to each other for it to be a functional relationship. You were completely right.
Dysfunctional. That was the best word for it. I also, just going back to Hermione with Crumb. Yeah, I thought in the movie they were a cute couple. I liked them in the movie adaptation. But from the book perspective, I always thought of her with Ron, and then I liked the shipping of her with Draco. But in the movie, I think I liked her with Crumb a lot. In the movie adaptation specifically, I thought they were cute because he really did like her. And he
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I just said he was totally harmless. I mean, there was no reason to not like him with her. Except, you wanted her with Ron maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, I feel like the actors, Emma and I don't know the name of the guy who played Victor Crumb, sorry, but I think they had a really good chemistry, so it worked out to see them on screen like that. So totally right.
Again, we share a brain.
We share brains. All right, so next round here. Ooh, let's try a purple one. Let's try purple. I have different colors in here. Let's try a purple, purpley. Okay, this is a very side character, Effie Trinket from the Hunger Games.
So I don't know where he is in here, and I don't know if I should spoiler alert this, but I could not remember Woody Harrelson's character name, so I actually wrote down Woody Harrelson from Hunger Games on a slip somewhere. So I totally feel you would put an Effie in there.
That's awesome. And that seriously, we have one brain. This is getting kind of scary.
What's his name in the Hunger Games? I forgot to Google, but I just wrote down Woody Harrelson because I love him. I thought he was funny.
Hamish.
Hamish, that was it. I couldn't remember, so I just put down Woody Harrelson from Hunger Games. Then I forgot to Google it, so that was fun.
Hamish. So yeah, Effie Trinket from the Hunger Games, and your turn, my darling.
This is a totally weird pairing right now. Jamie Fraser from Outlander. I don't know what to do with that one.
Oh my God. That's actually pretty hilarious. And
you can think of Elizabeth Banks. If we were to say Elizabeth Banks and Jamie Fraser, I would totally just say ship that. But I mean,
I would totally ship that too. I was like, Elizabeth Banks, Effie Trinket. Yeah, I would totally do it. But she'd have to go back in time, or he would have to go. I don't think she would actually make it in, Highlander, Scotland. I don't think she would, honestly.
No, even when she was kind of being held prisoner, she was still glamming it up over there. So I don't really know how her and Jamie Fraser would work.
Maybe if he came to the future?
I feel like I'm pulling the wrong names. I feel like I should go first the next round because I feel like I'm messing up this game by choosing these random.
I know. Are we 0 for 4 right now? Lady Gizmo, Effie, and Jamie, rip it.
Yeah, I mean, I can see Elizabeth Banks and Jamie Fraser. That would be a good couple. I mean, she's right around kind of the same age as him, I think, for the most part. Plus, both very attractive. So, how pretty he's. I'm ripping this one up. I'm not even really considering this.
Yeah, Morass is saying rip it too, and I have to agree. Everyone's saying rip it. Yeah, we're 0 for 3 right now. Do you want to go first?
I feel like my picks are problematic over here because I'm the one going second. So can we alternate? So this way I don't feel like I'm the reason we're
Yeah, next time we'll just blame it on B. Go ahead. Yes, go first.
Okay, so Mr. Knightley from Emma.
Oh, okay, all right.
I always think of Paul Rudd because of Clueless. So he's my Mr. Knightley version, I guess.
Yeah, and that actually, yeah, I love it. Okay, so let me pick a good one here. All right. Here we go. This is a winner here.
Please be a winner. I really want to like one of our pairings very soon.
Lady Susan Vernon from Lady Susan by Jane Austen.
Okay, we're shipping this one finally.
Yes, I could definitely see it. Yeah, even though I feel like Lady Susan is a bit of like self-absorbed again, definitely.
But she grows.
She does. She towards the end she does, just because I feel like she has to because of her situation that she gets in. Accidental pregnancy, even though her daughter's out. Lady Gizmo shipping it. Yeah.
Okay, we got 2 Jane Austen characters. I mean, and it's not Cullen or somebody. I mean, everyone's shipping this. Okay, we finally have the first couple that we can ship.
Yes, we found our niche. So Angela, you have to continue to go first.
Now I'm feeling even more pressure. Okay. So, okay, we have Alec from The Mortal Instruments.
Ooh, I love Alec. Oh my God. Okay, sorry. Whew.
We did go for the secondary, characters, not the main. Although I don't know if I put Jason here, maybe, but I liked Alec. He's my guy.
Do you watch the show Shadowhunters?
I remember this is gonna sound badly. I remember I was sick or I wasn't feeling well, and I binged the first season.
Mm-hmm.
But I've only seen the first season or two. I think it's in its third or fourth, but I haven't been keeping up with it.
I think I'm on season 2, but I love the actor that plays Magnus because I loved him from Glee, and I just love them together. Their dynamic together is just so. I love it. Every time they're on the screen together, I just smile. I have this cheesy little smile on my face. I'm like,
you're so cute together. Yeah, I would ship them in a heartbeat. They are the one true pairing. Ship them. Love it. Them for sure.
Okay, so you have Alec Lightwood, Claire Fraser from Outlander.
Can I just go like this and not even
not even think about it? Yeah, it was fun while it lasted. Oh, but
I don't have magic in me after all.
You know, they can't all be winners, but I'm glad we did get a ship in there. But go right ahead.
Oh, we like, oh, we're alternating now? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, well, you're just going first now.
We're not alternating?
Oh, we can alternate if you want to.
Okay.
Ash Hart's books. Yeah, no, gonna have to rip that. Everyone's ripping the Claire and Alec.
I wouldn't even know where to start to just debunk that relationship. I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole. I just want to avoid that pitfall and just move on.
I don't even know how I would try to justify that. No, we're not. No. Okay, do you want to alternate? Because I can totally do that.
Yes.
Okay, so here we go. Okay, so this is from a recent read. This is Rena Dane from Show Me the Way. We just read this for our Romantics at Heart book club. So Rena, Corinne Dane. Yes. Okay. I really loved her character. She's so sweet and feisty and strong. She's one of those strong female characters that we just love.
And as you were talking, I grabbed Mr. Darcy.
Oh, actually, I'm going to have to say I could see it.
Well, I mean, I always want Mr. Darcy for myself. So whenever I say, ship him with somebody else, I feel like I'm losing a little part of my soul there. But yeah, I wouldn't hate them as a couple, especially because I think she's been through a lot. She's really sweet. And I mean, we had this during our conversation. We talked about this during our live stream, which you guys should totally check out if you didn't join us. We talked about how she's so resilient and persistent, and Rex did not exactly treat her the best, but she kept coming back, and so she has a very kind of calm or sweet disposition on her. I mean, she bakes pies and she gives them away. I mean, she's just so sweet, and so I love Mr. Darcy. So I think they would actually be a really good match because they're both nice human beings, and you kind of want what's best for them. So I am shipping it.
I ship it too. And now that you say that, how she is like you said, she's kind of persistent. And even though Rex was kind of really rude to her at first, she kind of just keeps going after, what she wants, giving him the benefit of the doubt. And I feel like Mr. Darcy was like that with Elizabeth, just kind of not intentionally being rude. That's just, he was just kind of in those situations. He was kind of really awkward. And so I feel like that wouldn't deter Rena any sort of way. And her sweet disposition would definitely, I think it would make them a really cute couple. So I ship it.
I think she'd bring him out of his shell a little bit too. I mean, Elizabeth forces him to slightly, but in a different way. I can see him being a little bit more outgoing with her. I think they would be a really nice, they would offset each other's personalities. They would match in just the right amount of ways, but also be a little different. I think that would be a really cute couple, actually, now that we're having this conversation. I really like them as a couple. I might like her more with Mr. Darcy than with Rex.
I think so too. I'm going that way. And
I mean, I'm really leaning towards her and Mr. Darcy. I mean, I might just let her have them.
Lady Gizmo, she ships it. Ash Hart's books, ship that. She totally needs a good man, right? I mean, not that Rex wasn't a good man, but I think Mr. Darcy is just, a step above the average good man. And Morass, she ships it. Night Fear, haven't read her character. You totally should. Show Me the Way is a fantastic book. I loved it.
I really enjoyed it. I loved Archer's voice. That was our first book pick. And so Archer is my Archer. I love him. Bookish husband along with Mr. Darcy over there. But I really enjoyed Show Me the Way. We did have technical difficulties, so there's technically 2 live stream videos over my channel. I can always send them or link them or something. But yeah, we have the 2 live streams, so you can go check out our very in-depth conversation if you're interested.
I feel like Archer's voice was just such a great book pick, and for that to be our first book pick for our Romantics at Heart book club, it just kind of set a standard because it was just so good. And Archer, he's like Mr. Darcy. He's a step above. He's just fantastic.
I actually was looking at sign language videos on YouTube because of that book. I mean, I actually was trying to figure out because they had some of the sayings, and I love Archer. I know he's fictional, but I love him.
Girl, I bought a sign language book. I'm not even joking. That is amazing. Oh my gosh. I was at Bookman's and there was like in the textbook section, there was like easy sign language, stuff. And it was like $4. And I'm like, I'm so getting that.
Oh my gosh. I love how I'm just sitting here because we joke around a lot. For those of you who don't know, I mean, we really are, best friends. We message all the time. We joke around, we share our brain. We really do. We really do have a lot in common.
Seriously.
Yeah.
All right, so it's your turn, I think.
I opened this one beforehand because I grabbed it. So we have Mr. Bingley from Pride and Prejudice.
Mr. Bingley. All right.
Charles Bingley.
All right, here's my girl. Oh, it's Shannon Hammer from High End Finish by Katie.
That's a very interesting pairing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love Shannon. She was great. She's from A High End Finish by Kate Carlisle. We just read this for the Cozy Mystery Book Club that Angela is also a host of. She's fantastic.
She's the queen of cozies. I'm just kind of along for the ride with that one a little bit. She's the queen of cozies. I definitely I kind of do a lot with the Twitter account for that particular one. So, but Courtney definitely is always talking about cozies over on her channel. That was actually my first book choice. That was the first book I chose that won for the Cozy Mystery Book Club, and that was my favorite thus far. But I feel as if Shannon would walk all over Mr. Bingley because he's such a calm, sweet, quiet guy, and she's got this strong, fiery personality. She's so outgoing. She's because she runs her own crew. She's in charge of the guys. She's very successful. I can totally see her just telling him, go sit over there, go do this, go do that. I don't really think that relationship would pan out.
That's so funny. Lady Gizmo over here is shipping it. Mr. Bingley and Shannon Hammer, she ships it. I totally get what you're saying, though, by the way, because for like you said, Mr. Bingley is so sweet, and his, counterpart in Pride and Prejudice, Jane, she is equally sweet, and she's kind of like the introvert. She doesn't really show her emotions that much, and they partner with each other very, very well. And so I'm agreeing with you, Angela, that I think that Shannon is definitely one of those females that just, she doesn't need a man to take care of her, so I could definitely see her walking all over poor Mr. Bingley.
I think he needs someone who's kind of very low maintenance like himself. And it's not to say she's high maintenance, but she definitely needs someone who's outgoing, who's kind of match her. The sheriff, he does that, he kind of keeps her on her toes. Whereas I kind of feel like Mr. Bingley would kind of sit back and let her just, I don't know, just I can't even explain it because I always think of the actor from the 2005 version because he's just so calm, he's so quiet, and then Shannon's just such a big, bold personality, but not in a bad way. I mean, I loved her. I kind of want to put her with this. I mean, where's the Christian Grey option? Like, go put her with like an alpha, disposition type of person.
That's totally true. Like you said with the sheriff, his personality kind of complements her own. So, yeah, I can definitely see how it might be like kind of like a fling thing, but I don't think it would last.
It wouldn't last. I don't know what this dog wants. He's looking at me. Yeah, what do you guys think? Would you rip that, ship that? I mean, how do you feel about the very different personalities coming together for a relationship? I'm curious. You have to tell me.
Lady Gizmo saying you're both right. I thought she would shake things up with him. Yeah, she definitely could. She could probably, if it turns that way, she could probably bring him out of his shell a little bit and bring some excitement to his life. What do you think, Angela? I'm still ripping it at this point.
I feel like I kind of persuaded you guys to think a certain way. I was just kind of telling you what I thought. I mean, she might also be able to just, this is how I picture it. I kind of picture them going shopping and him just be sitting there with the bags while she does her thing. So I don't know if that's good, bad, but I can totally just see him sitting there holding the purse, just have the bags around him while she's just off doing everything. That's kind of how I picture that in a way. I don't know what you do.
I just think she would probably get bored with him a little too quickly. And Lady Gizmo is like, you convinced me to rip it.
I guess I'm very persuasive and accidentally so.
So I guess we're ripping it. I just think like it could be like, can we one night stand it?
What you had over there?
All right, so I guess we're ripping it.
I think I accidentally convinced you guys of that. I just think he needs someone who's very, who has, again, I mean, Jane is very calm. She's very quiet. And that's just a different personality. I think it has to do with the dispositions more so than anything else. I mean, because they're both nice people. They just, I don't think would last together. I mean, Christian Grey and me, we had the dysfunctional one before. Now I just feel like they would be mismatched personalities.
That's true. I totally get it.
Whose turn is it?
I think it's my turn. Okay. All right. Or I don't know. I can go. Okay.
I nominate you. Ladies first, because you got the ladies.
I got the ladies. Okay. I cheated. I looked on your Goodreads and see which books you read for like an hour. But okay, so you read this book a long time ago. So Alana Dare, and this is from the Ghost and the Goth series. It's a YA.
I totally forgot. I read that. That was one of my first YouTube videos. That was one of my very first reviews, and I made it on my webcam in my old apartment. And I read that a long time ago. Did you read this? Have you read it?
Yeah, I have read this series.
When did you read it?
Probably a few years ago too, like 2012. Probably when I first started my Goodreads, and I think I started Goodreads in 2012. So yeah, it was a while ago.
This was like a blast from the past. I totally forgot about that book. I mean, I really did forget about that series. I mean, it was a good series, and it was a very quick read. I mean, I loved the Mediator series by Meg Cabot. I actually just reread the entire series. Again, I was traveling this weekend, so on the plane I reread the series. And that's why I picked up The Ghost and the Goth, because it reminded me and had that kind of similar caption of The Mediator by Meg Cabot. I love it. You just made me smile. Okay.
Yeah, when I read that series, I really, really enjoyed it. And honestly, I kind of, like when I saw that on your read pile, I was like, I kind of want to read this series again, because I remember actually very, liking it a lot. So.
Yeah, it gave me the Meg Cabot vibes. And Meg Cabot, I grew up reading her. I still love her. She's one of my, writing icons, because she has such a great way about her. And I know she's celebrating 20 years of being a writer, and I see that on her Instagram because she's doing the throwback pictures. It's so exciting to me. Love her. Oh, this is so much fun. Now I'm scared I'm not going to have someone good to pair her with. So we have Neville Longbottom.
Oh, Neville Longbottom. Okay, so for those of you, I know everyone knows who Neville Longbottom is. Alana Dare, she is your typical high school cheerleader. She's the popular girl. And what happens in The Ghost and the Goth is she also kind of has some things going on at home with her mom, so she has her, own secrets and, kind of tragedies that she has at home. But so what happens in this story is that very first book, she's walking home and she gets hit by a bus and she dies. And the male protagonist actually can see her ghost. And so the whole series is her in this, and I can't even remember the guy's name. Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. I'm trying to think of his name, but it's just, you know, her kind of learning a different way of life, quote unquote, you know, because he's kind of the goth, you know, the kind of the very opposite of how she was in school. And so she's kind of learning a different way. So, and so yeah, that's her character. And then everyone knows who Neville Longbottom is. But Alana Dare and Neville, I feel like Neville from Deathly Hollows, yes. Because he's kind of, yeah, I mean, I feel like Alana grew a lot as a character, even though she was dead. And she didn't stay that, you know, stuck up cheerleader, you know, popular girl stereotype that we all know from YA, but she definitely grew as a character. But to see her with Neville, I kind of see it. I kind of do.
I do too. I do.
Okay. So I'm gonna say I ship it because honestly, I think Neville would be good for Alana.
I think especially because, again, I read this a long time ago, and you're, you know, throwback, you know, I feel like it should be Thursday, throwback Thursday. This is the blast from the past here. I can't remember the guy's name, the male lead, but they definitely, she grew as a character. I totally agree with you. You stole the words right out of my mouth. She grew at the very end, and so that, the way she ended the series and the way Neville ended the series, if we kind of, you know, cherry pick their characters from the certain books and pair them together, definitely. Just definitely.
I would say yes too. Hannah Books and Other Things. Hello, how are you? This is the first time I'm seeing you in the chat. This is such a good idea to do this live. Thank you. I'm so glad you joined us and you're having fun. Lady Gizmo is ripping Alana and Neville. Lady Gizmo, have you read Ghost in the Goth? If you've read it, let me know because I want to know. Ash Hart's books, I would say ship it. Night Fear says ship it. Hannah says, I came in late. I don't know what the answer was or the question, LOL. We're ripping or shipping Alana Dare from The Ghost and the Goth and Neville Longbottom from Harry Potter. So if you read either of those books and you know who those characters are, or for ripping or shipping those characters, we have some ripping it, we have some shipping it. Me and Angela are shipping it. I really loved Alana's character by the end of Ghost in the Goth series. So I say ship it.
I also didn't mind her at the beginning. I just feel as if A, she was really misunderstood, and B, when she was interacting with the man whose name I cannot remember for the life of me.
I'm gonna look it up. Continue talking.
She was dead. I mean, it's not as if you're going to be happy and, you know, a bubbly personality when you're dealing with your own mortality and, you know, afterlife. I mean, I can kind of understand why she wasn't exactly the nicest human being. I mean, I was dealing with delays at the airport and I was in a funky mood, and that wasn't dealing with death. I'm not about to be mad at her for, you know, being a little snippy here and there. I kind of got over that very quickly. I liked her as a character. I mean, I love Neville. I absolutely adore him. I think he's such a sweetheart. I always wanted him with Luna in the worst way. I loved him with Luna, but I like them as a couple. And please tell me this guy's name. She's looking it up on her phone.
I'm looking it up right now. His name is Will Killian.
Killian! That's what I remember, because I knew it was a different last. I knew that. I should have remembered that.
Hannah Books and Other Things. Haha, one night stand. She liked my one night stand joke. Thank you. Lady Gizmo.
You're very funny.
Yeah, sometimes I'm a little over the top. Lady Gizmo, she hasn't read this series, but I know the story from Angela's BookTube review, so she's seen your review. And I picture Alana only with the goth. Yeah, Will, now that I read his name, a flood of information is just coming into my brain, and I really loved Will. I loved him in this series. Gosh, I want to read the series all over again.
It was a quick read. I think I read that one back when I first had issues with my back. Great phrasing. I remember when I was having issues and I had I was dealing with the pain and I couldn't walk for, that was one of the series that I read. I remember reading all these books right in a row, and that was one of the series where I just kind of read them one right after another. And so, when you're in pain, but you're still able to enjoy a book, that's kind of saying something right there. So high praise.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. And Morass, Luna ended up with Newt's grandson, right? Yes. Yes, she did. And I'm totally blanking on his name. Oh my gosh. I'm looking it up. Rolf. That's what it is. Rolf Scamander is Newt's grandson. Yes, you are correct. And that is totally just books. If you've only watched the movies, you don't know that little fun fact.
In the movies, based on the movies, you think she ends up with Neville because he says, "I'm gonna go get Luna," and then you see them sitting next to each other, and that's kind of the last time you see them. So you kind of just assume they end up together. At least
right.
I don't know if they wanted to leave you with that impression, if that was accidental, but they kind of give you that. They give you that kind of coupling at the end.
Yeah, definitely. Yep. Luna ends up with Rolf, and then Neville ends up with Hannah Abbott. All right, so it's definitely your turn at this point.
I know I grabbed. So we have Aragorn from Lord of the Rings.
Oh my gosh. I'm just pouring me some wine, guys.
Yeah, Viggo Mortensen.
Oh my gosh. I was just talking about Lord of the Rings with someone else the other day, too. Okay, let's see here. Hannah, books and other things. Yes, oh my God, why did they not end up together? It was so dumb. I shipped it so hard. Are you talking about Neville and Luna?
Yes, just yes to everything that you just typed. Yes, I was rooting for them. That's why I said that, because I was just, I really wanted him to end up with Luna. I just wanted them to be a couple. I mean, yes, they had their happily ever afters. They found their person, but I thought they were going to be together. It was disappointing. Did you choose the name yet? No, you didn't.
No, I right now. I have Alice Cullen from Twilight. Okay, Aragorn or Alice? What do you think there?
I don't know. I'm trying to parse. I'm picturing Viggo Mortensen next to Alice, and there's a scene in Twilight when she's fighting, what's his name, Jasper, and she's kind of twirling around, and so I can see him standing there with a sword, going like, "What's this girl doing?" I'm having this visual right now. I can't really articulate it much better. Like doing this little twirly. I'm climbing up my tree. I'm jumping around, and he's just standing there with a sword. I don't know what to do with
that. Lady Gizmo is saying, rip it, hardcore. So is Night Fear. Oh my God, no. This is Hannah. He is too good for her, but Alice was my fave in Twilight, but still rip it. Alice is my favorite from Twilight as well, and it is my husband's favorite Twilight character if he could choose.
No, she's mine. Hey, who picked this big husband? Joe over there. I agree with you. I agree with you. She was my favorite. I thought she was absolutely adorable. I mean, she's so cute in the movie adaptations. In the book, she's hysterical. But I mean, her with Aragorn, I'm already partially ripping it over here. I'd already started to rip it while you guys are commenting. I'm not seeing this couple happen.
I don't know why, but I don't immediately hate it. And Lady Gizmo saying, or Ash Hart's book says, I really like Alice, but I just don't know if Aragorn could put up with her level of energy. She is very energetic. And then, no, this is Lady Gizmo. Aragorn belongs with Liv Tyler only. True that. Okay, so I guess we're ripping it. We're ripping it, guys. I don't know why I didn't immediately hate it. I can't really justify it. It didn't immediately scream no in my mind. Oop, we have Max.
Yeah, he was just standing there staring at me. So I had to go up and just grab him. I don't know why he was staring at me. He was just standing there, just looking at me. It was a little strange. So I just went and grabbed him. What's the girl's name? Eowyn? I can never say
Eowyn?
Eowyn. I can never say her name correctly because it just, I don't know. I can never say it correctly. So you said Liv Tyler, so I guess we're pairing him because I know there's subsequent fandoms, and fantasies and people shipping him with Eel. Say your name for me.
Eowyn.
Eowyn. I never say her name correctly. I know some people wanted him with her. I know one of J.R.R. Tolkien's friends there, he wanted him to rewrite Lord of the Rings. I remember that because he was just he was fangirling really hard. So I guess we're just going with him and Liv Tyler.
Yep. Alrighty, so I guess it's my turn. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. So this is Wanderer or Wander or Wanda from The Host by Stephanie Meyer.
And I have Levi from Fangirl.
Oh. Okay. So if if you guys haven't read The Host, Wanderer or Wanda, she is actually an alien that takes over Melanie Strider's body, and it all works out in the end. I know that sounds weird, but
on Netflix, you can stream it.
Yes, it is. I actually really enjoy the movie because I love the girl who plays Melanie Strider.
There, Sarah Rosie. She's awesome.
Yeah, she is fantastic, and I love the guy who plays Ian. He is attractive.
Where's your husband while you're playing this game?
He's not home. And it's so funny because I actually like Ian more than Max Irons, who plays
Oh, you're talking about the guy who was in Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. He was on Supernatural.
Yes.
That's why I like him.
Yep, that's very true.
I know your secrets. We figured this one out.
Okay, so Levi, and I'm gonna say no.
I love Hannah's comment. I love this. Please read this out loud.
Hannah says, I would say ship it. Levi would be so supportive of her. Like, you do, you girl, you be that alien. That is so true. Levi is so supportive. That is so true. Ash Hart's books, I could kind of see that. I'm going to say ship it. Wanda and Ian, I don't know either one.
I kind of want to give them a life raft and just see what happens.
You know, I'd say, here you go. Go ahead. Start off with a nice date and just see where it goes.
I couldn't really rip it. I kind of stopped myself. I mean, part of me doesn't really see it lasting, but part of me thinks, give it a try. Why not? See what happens. So I'm putting them on a life raft.
Okay. I would say, yeah, it'll be fun while it lasts.
I mean, I also think Levi is an absolute sweetheart. I mean, yes. I would put him with anybody because I just think he's such a nice guy. I just love his character.
That's true.
Fangirl's an awesome book. If you haven't read it yet, you really should. Just throwing that out there. Am I going first? Is that it?
I think you are, yes.
Okay. I kind of just threw them. I took them out of the cup and just put them in front of me so I could just grab them.
Okay.
Pulling them. So now I'm doing like the shuffle in front of me. Dog. So the next one I grab says Mr. Collins from Pride and Prejudice.
Oh, Mr. Collins. What excellent boiled potatoes.
I'll read to you after dinner for a couple of hours because that's what you really want me to do after dinner is read to you forcibly.
They're like, no, don't do it. Lady Gizmo says she likes the life raft idea. I do too. Okay, I have Luna Lovegood from Harry Potter.
Can we just move on? That's a terrible pairing.
I know, I'm like, no. As soon as I opened it, I'm like, no.
And Luna's my girl. Where's my Funko Pop? I love Luna. Luna, because I'm a Ravenclaw, and I just think she's just one of those characters that I just love, and I want nothing bad to ever happen to her. I want to put her in a little bubble and just keep her safe. I love her. And so I could not do that to her. I could not do that to my Luna.
No, Hannah's saying, oh my God, no. She is such a sweet, precious angel. Marassa saying, no. Everyone's saying rip it. So, yep. We're all unanimous, I believe. No way, she does not deserve that kind of torture, Ash. Like, totally. So true.
You know, she's a little treasure that you have to protect at all costs. And I mean, I like Charlotte, but I mean, I love Luna. We gotta protect Luna. We cannot do that to her.
Yeah, I don't think that would be very good. I don't think so at all.
I mean, do you remember in the books? This is not in the movies, but when she's the narrator for the Quidditch game. Oh, Jenny, I love her. She's such a sweet person. And oh, look at this. I mean, when she was the narrator, I mean, she just stole my heart, and I could not put her with Mr. Collins. I just can't do it.
Yeah, I see it. I just no. All right, so we're just moving right along. We're gonna pretend that didn't happen. Do we want to like save Luna and maybe you pick another male character, see if we can redeem?
Okay, I'm kind of like scared. I'm kind of picking up different pieces of paper, like which one, you know, guide me, magic, guide me. I don't know how you're gonna feel about this one, but Samwise Gamgee from Lord of the Rings.
Samwise Gamgee and Luna. I don't immediately hate it.
No, that's why I kind of opened it, saw his name, and paused, going, I don't know how I feel about this one. I mean, Sam has some of the best monologues in film history. I mean, he's such a supportive character, and not in a supporting character type of way, but I mean, I honestly think he's the hero of Lord of the Rings. I mean, this is gonna be a total tangent moment, but I honestly think Sam is the real hero. Forget about Frodo. Sam is the one who got that ring to the top of that mountain there. Sam is the reason they succeeded. And in the movie, when they start doing that scene when they say for Frodo, I always get mad because I'm going, Sam is right there with him, if not more so. I love Sam, so I might just put him with Luna because I love him. And I feel like he doesn't get the credit he deserves. So I might let that one ship a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you 100%. Like, seriously, sometimes Frodo gets on my nerves, and I love Sam so much. And I just feel like you said, Sam is so supportive and loving of his friends, and that will just make like a really great relationship no matter who he's with. So Hannah's saying yes. Morass is just laughing. And then Lady Giz was like, Sam and Luna, like 50 question marks.
Well, I mean, if you've read Lord of the Rings, if you've seen the movies, I mean, Frodo's the one who's wearing the ring, but Sam's the one who keeps him alive, keeps him grounded. I mean, there's a morning when he doesn't eat the bread because he wants Frodo to be strong, and he gives Frodo his water. And at one point, he picks Frodo up, throws him on his back, and he's like, "I will get you to the." He's like, "I will get you there." And I mean, come on, you kind of gotta love Sam, and I love Luna individually, so maybe together it'll be magic. We don't know.
Yeah, Hannah saying Samwise is also a precious angel that does everything to support and save his people. Girl, yes, same, the hero. I always thought that. And Morass is saying, yes, Sam is my favorite. Ash Hart's books, they are both super loyal and lovely people. So I would say ship it. Go Sam, love him. Morass says ship it totally. Lady Gizmo, she agrees. Sam is the hero of the story. And she says, okay, Sam and Luna shipping it.
I feel as if I'm converting Lady Gizmo to my decisions tonight. I'm converting people. The longer I talk, the more likely they are to agree with me.
You have some very valid points, and you have a very strong argument. Like I said, I didn't immediately hate it.
I kind of paused, going, I don't know what to do with this one. But I don't know it has nothing to do with, Sean Astin as the actor. I just really love the character of Sam. He's just so awesome, and I love my Luna. So I'll let them be happy together.
Yep. If they can be happy, do it.
What does that say?
She's saying Sam, my bad. I think she did a typo.
Oh. Yeah, I was we were texting earlier, and I don't know what was going on, but I could not apparently type or text to save my life earlier. My autocorrect was not a fan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sometimes. I was actually looking on Facebook, and, they have some of those memes with, like, the really funny autocorrects. I was dying laughing in my office. Like, the quiet laugh, trying not to let everybody in my office hear me, but I was not succeeding. It was funny. All right.
I'm moving the paper around, putting them in a little row.
I think it's your turn, or is it my turn? Because we went again with Luna.
I don't remember. But I have Rysand from A Court of Thorns and Roses.
Ooh, I love me some Rhys. All right. Here we go.
I think you liked that series more than I did, though. But I mean,
I love that series.
He was my like not saving grace, but he was the reason to keep reading for me a little bit.
Yeah, book one was okay. I mean, it was a good like introduction. Awesome. I did not like Tamlin even in that first book, so I'm just like, okay.
I think I told you what happened with that, right? About my video. Did I tell you about this? How I posted a video review of that saying how I did not like the relationship. I thought it was abusive. I thought all these things. And then I got all this hate comment. I got all these comments that were saying, oh, you don't understand or something. So I took the video off. I deleted it. And then when the second book came out, everyone was saying, oh, it's so abusive. Yes, this, and this, and this. I'm going there, and I'm sitting there going, now you agree with me. Like I was ahead of the curve. So I deleted that first review because I did not like Tamlin. I did not like that relationship. I thought there were so many creepy factors to it. And then everyone all of a sudden started to agree.
Yeah, absolutely. And you did tell me that story. And because I agreed with you, because I did not like Tamlin at all. And so I'm just like, please don't let, because I knew it was going to be a series. I was like, please don't let this couple like survive. And so when I read A Court of Mist and Fury, I'm like, praise Jesus. And I'm just like, yes, Rhysand is the savior. I love it. I love Rhysand.
I know you have his little Funko Pop.
I would love a Rhysand Funko Pop.
I was gonna say, I remember you said you wanted it or you had it. I was gonna ask to see it. I remember you had one or you wanted one.
I wanted one. I do not have a Rhysand Funko Pop, but I do have this candle that's burning right now. This is it's Amarantha. It's pomegranate and white tea. It's a bookish candle. You can't really see the label because the light's too bright. But yeah, Amarantha, pomegranate and white tea. It actually smells delicious. And so yeah, I love that. I love that one, even though Amarantha's not a very nice person. But okay, so my pick. Oh, there's some comments. Morass is saying they're gonna raise nice kids. I think you're talking about I think you're talking about Luna, and they're gonna raise nice kids. Hannah, books and other things. Oh my God, I'm reading that right now. Are you reading A Court of Thorns and Roses? And Night Fear says, I haven't read those yet. I'm sorry, I just spoiled the crap out of that for you. I apologize. But okay, so what was your pick again for the mail? Rhysand. Here we go. All right.
You say Rhysand, you say Rhysand. I mean,
I think it's Rhysand. I don't know. Just because with his name short, it's pronounced Rhys, so I'm saying like Rhysand, like his full name. Okay, so my girl pick, Isabel Lightwood.
That's from Mortal Instruments, right?
Yeah, Izzy.
Mortal Instruments. Yeah, I was gonna say
Alex's sister.
I mean, they're both fighters. I mean, I'm not immediately against that relationship. As soon as you pulled her name, I kind of had to remember her. I mean, she's a strong personality. He's definitely a strong personality. You know, she's no dainty, save me, help me female. She can hold her own.
Absolutely.
I like them as a couple, actually.
I don't immediately hate it. And now that I'm thinking, like, yeah, she can definitely, I'm just imagining them like in the Court of Nightmares, just that one scene. I just think like Izzy is such a total badass. She's so awesome. I love her so much. But yeah, I can definitely see it.
I mean, especially because if they do go to war, he's not going to be saving her. She's going to be right there beside him. And I like them as a couple. I like that one.
I like it too.
I will ship them.
I'll ship it. Hannah is saying, ooh, interesting. I feel like she could beat him up. I feel like she could hold her own against Rhysand, even though he's very, very powerful. I feel like she could definitely hold her own. Might make some interesting sparring matches. And Lady Gizmo is saying she doesn't know the characters. Rhysand from A Court of Thorns and Roses, and Isabel's from the Mortal Instruments series. Hannah, which may be a good thing that she can beat him up. Yeah, totally. Put him in his place. Ash Hart's books, they would be a pretty badass couple. They would be a power couple. I have to say, yes. I ship it.
Yeah, I like them. I mean, I'm glad you guys agree with us, because the more I think about it, the more I like it.
Yeah, definitely. Alrighty.
I pulled this one while we were talking. So apparently I was just going through a Lord of the Rings kick, because now we got Frodo.
Oh, now we have Frodo. Okay.
And you're supposed to alternate, and I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
I jumped ahead. Apparently I was just so excited.
All right. I have Bliss Edwards, and this is from the Losing It series by Cora Carmack.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Oh, where'd she go? Is she still here? I remember she posted on Twitter. Where did she go? I know we have her. Morris, I know she posted her little poll on Twitter about Losing It being one of the books she was going to read.
Yes.
I did a book review of Losing It. I thought that book was hysterical. I mean, I also thought for a book with the title Losing It, it was not graphic, it was not over the top, it was not, distasteful or vulgar. I mean, for the title, there are certain implications and connotations, but I thought the book was hysterical. I thought she was laugh out loud. I mean, Bliss has got a comedic disposition on her, to say the least. I thought
I totally agree. Were multiple times where I was laughing out loud reading that book, and Bliss is just such a sweetheart. Like, she is so funny. Her thought processes, how she's like trying to get herself out of situations, is so funny. I love her so much. And Morass is here. She's like, I'm here. Ash Hart's books, Losing It, was so stinking funny. I loved it. Yeah, seriously, loved it. So
I loved her. I just thought she was it was one of those books where I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I did. And I remember when I was doing my review, I ended up reading just a couple of the passages to say, hey, listen to this, because this is so funny. You're not going to believe this. I mean, the lines, I remember there was one where he was talking about how pale he was and how I don't know, I forget the context, but he was talking about being pale, and she says, are you a vampire? And he goes, no, I'm just British. Yeah. Every back and forth they had, it was just, this snappy, witty dialogue. It was so funny, and it was one of those, I think I actually read it twice just because it was a great book. I don't know how I feel about Bliss with Frodo, but I think people should read Losing It.
Yeah, absolutely. Night Fear saying, liked hanging out with you guys, but I need to read some before I go to bed. Good night. Have a wonderful night. I really appreciate you coming by, and I'm glad you enjoyed everything.
You were super funny. I'm glad you agreed with me on some of the shivets. You were so sweet. Have a nice night. Oh, wait, question. What are you reading? I'm curious.
Oh, yeah. Curious. What are you reading? Let us know before you go.
What are you reading? Is it Losing It by Cora? I'm just curious.
Lady Gizmo is shipping Frodo and Bliss. I think maybe that Bliss and her bubbly, funny personality could help with some of Frodo's post-traumatic stress from his Lord of the Rings adventure.
He's on that ship to the island of immortal souls. I mean, she could join him. Why not?
Maybe if they were in a relationship, he wouldn't go. Maybe he would just, He
would stay in the Shire with Sam and Merry and Pippin.
Yes. I'm just playing devil's advocate, actually, because I don't ship it, actually. Night Fear, she's reading Scythe by Neil Shusterman. I love that book. I hope you enjoy it.
You mean this one right there? This one? I got it right there on my bookshelf.
Nice.
It's a beautiful.
Yes. I actually can't wait to read Thunderhead, actually. Hannah, I will forever ship Frodo and Sam. Frodo and Sam. I don't know. I just think I was
going to say Frodo and Sam. I just saw the other comment pop up. Frodo and Sam. I mean,
for life.
I remember reading a couple journal articles academic journal articles because people are talking about the fandoms because there's such a die-hard group of readers and writers who are writing fan fiction about them who truly believe they are a couple. I mean, it's so interesting because, I mean, is it subtext? I mean, I don't want to be crass over here, but I mean, they were on their way to Mordor for a long time. So I mean, we don't really know what happened along the road. We don't really know everything.
They could be bisexual, bi-curious, by anything. Hey, man, you don't know. Like you said, you don't know what happened.
We don't know. Things happen off the page. We don't know.
I just I don't ship Bliss and Frodo. Unfortunately, I don't see it. Night Fear saying she's loving it so far. I think that's from Scythe. Lady Gizmo, best buds. Got them. And Night Fear saying she got both of them from the library, so I'm thinking Scythe and Thunderhead. But yeah, so I'm not actually shipping this.
I mean, I'm just kind of going with it. I mean, they might be cute, they might not be. You know, I'll give them a life raft. We'll see how far they get.
All right, you're saying maybe. I'm saying no.
I mean, I think I think maybe Bliss might kind of run over. This might be kind of a Mr. Bingley, Shannon situation where she's a big, bold personality and she might just kind of run over him a little bit.
I'm thinking you're right. I'm thinking so.
Because I mean, she definitely she's got a big personality on her, and I love that about her. But Frodo, I mean, I don't want to say he's not self-reliant, but he really relies on Sam, and I think. Again, now that we're talking this, we're talking through this, and Bliss needs someone who's gonna kind of counteract and let her be her. And you know, I can't really see Frodo and her really working out long term, especially because he probably wouldn't know what to do with her just because she's not in your face. That's not the way she comes across. But she definitely has a lot to say. She's definitely. I mean, she's an actress. She's very bubbly. I mean, what's his name? Garrett or Gareth?
Garrick.
He lets her do her thing, but he can hold his own with her because he's got an interesting disposition on him as well. But he's not quiet like Frodo. I think if it was this is a weird thing to say, but I feel like if Frodo had, you know, a roommate or someone where she could go off and, you know, shop or, you know, do something or practice, run lines with them and then come back to him. But I don't think alone he could handle her.
I think you're right. I think, yeah, it would become too much for Frodo.
Frodo would go back on that boat.
He's like, you know, I decided to stay, but now I'm just changing my mind.
Walking away with the elves now.
Yeah. Alrighty.
I think it's your turn, right?
Is it my turn? Okay, so I have
Is there a glare on my glasses? I just looked up and saw myself on the YouTube thing. Is there a glare on my glasses?
I don't see it, no.
Okay, I thought there was a glare. I was going, okay, great. Can't see in my eyes. I must look like a position.
Oh, okay, so everyone's still shipping Frodo and Sam over in the comments.
Oh, question for the people in the comment section, because if you're talking about Lord of the Rings and you know it, what do you think of Gimli and Legolas? Do you also ship them? Gimli and Legolas, are they hetero life partners? Is there subtext there that we're overlooking? Would you ship them? I'm curious. Please tell me.
Gimli and Legolas.
Gimli. I love Gimli.
I ship it. I'm gonna say yes. Hannah, oh, definitely.
Thank you for getting the reference, first of all. You guys are awesome, and you are my bookish people, and I love you. Thank you for getting the reference. That makes me so happy. I love it.
I'm waiting to see if anybody else says anything.
Gimli. He's all sassy, and I love it.
I love Gimli. I love him so much. I just love my favorite scene is when
it counts as one. Is that what you're about to say?
No, that's a good scene too, but I love it when it's he's talking to Aragorn and he's like, "You'll have to toss me." Like,
don't tell the elf.
So funny.
I love it when Aragorn going, Did you just say what I think you said? But I mean, he gives him that look like, I know what you've been saying to Legolas all this time.
Don't tell the elf. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Ash is saying she's not sure. Lady Gizmo is shipping them. Morass is shipping them. Hannah, I feel like Gimli brings out a part of Legolas's personality that no one else can. Totally true, because typically he's so stoic and so elf-like, and then you get him and Gimli together, and he's actually cracking jokes.
Well, they're like, my whole thing with them that I absolutely love is how they're keeping track of the body count. They're both counting how many people they kill, and they're comparing their numbers. And there's a deleted scene where I think he's at 40. Gimli's at 43 and Legolas is at 42, and Gimli's sitting on top of a dead body with his axe in the head, and Legolas shoots his arrow into the dead body and goes, he moved, now we're even, 43 to 43. And Gimli's going, he moved because he has my axe in his head. And so they're just so sassy, and they get that nice witty banter back and forth. I mean, I also love the scene. I don't know, I must sound total nerd right now because I'm just going off on Lord of the Rings, but there's another deleted scene where they're having a drinking game. Have you guys seen this? Have you seen it?
No, unfortunately I haven't seen any of the extended editions of Lord of the Rings, and I know I'm missing out. Oh my goodness.
There's a deleted scene where Gimli and Legolas are at the party. This is in the second one, the Two Towers, I think. And why do I know this? So Legolas and Gimli.
Don't be sad. I love it. Keep going.
But they go to get ale, and so Gimli challenges Legolas to a drinking game, and it's just hysterical to me because Gimli gets drunk. Gimli is under the table, drunk, slurring, and Legolas goes, "I think I feel something in my hands. It's affecting me." It's just he's so elf-like, and I mean, it has no effect on him whatsoever. Meanwhile, Gimli, he does this cross-eyed look. I forget the actor's name, but I love him. I mean, they are hysterical together. I love them. I would ship them hard. They're a couple to me. I love it.
That's awesome. Now I need to watch the extended versions and all the deleted scenes because that's amazing.
I saw them on YouTube. I didn't watch watch the extended edition. I remember I had watched the movies, and then I forget why, but I was on YouTube for some reason. Then I kept clicking the recommended movies that had to do with Lord of the Rings. So they had all the deleted scenes up to the side. Great way to spend a night, apparently.
That's fantastic. Hannah is agreeing with you. They are so funny. I have seen these scenes. Yes. Lady Gizmo, Legolas was Bloom's best character ever. And Hannah is saying John Rhys Davies plays Gimli. So yes.
Okay. I don't know if y'all have seen the Shannara Chronicles, but he pops up in the Shannara Chronicles, which is inspired by Lord of the Rings. And I had such a geek out, happy moment going, there's Gimli, there's Gimli. I was so excited. I was so pumped. I was going, Gimli. I was just.
I haven't seen the Shannara Chronicles, but I have a friend who said that it was she really enjoyed it. It was good. Have you also seen Sliders? It was like a 90s show. It also has John Rhys Davies in it.
Well, he was also in Princess Diaries too, a royal engagement.
Yes.
Yes,
he was.
Uncle to Nicholas. Thank you for awesome. References.
Oh, that's awesome. Alrighty, so are we moving on?
Yeah, I don't even remember whose turn it was or what we were talking about beforehand. I just kind of fell down the Lord of the Rings hole.
It's mine. Yes, I've seen him in the Shannara Chronicles. So cool. That's Ash. Yeah, I have to watch that show because everyone said that's really good.
Well, it gets canceled after season 2. It got canceled. It's not coming back for a 3rd season. And it ends on a cliffhanger. And so I don't know how you'll feel about that if you know there's no season 3 and it ends on a cliffhanger.
I hate that. I was actually watching Camelot with Jamie.
The one on Stars.
Yes, and Ava Green.
I love her.
And I was loving that show, and then I found out that it was canceled, and it totally ends on a cliffhanger. I'm like, dang it!
So sad.
Very sad.
That was a good on Stars. That was a good one. It had a high production value. The acting was top notch. I don't know why it didn't get renewed. I'm very saddened by that fact. I would have loved to have seen a 2nd season of that.
I didn't like Guinevere, but then I never liked Guinevere. I don't even like Guinevere in like the old, like first epic poem that like that's everything is based on. I'm never in any kind of adaptation. I never like Guinevere. Never.
Well, at least you know then it's probably not the actress, it's probably just the character. At least if you know that going in.
Yeah, true.
I mean,
All
for
right.
Lydia Bennett, it's hard to like Lydia except for the Lizzie Bennett diaries. She's the only Lydia I like. Every other Lydia just gets on my nerves, but I know that's going to happen because it's just Lydia.
Yeah, seriously, Lydia. Ooh, yeah.
It's Lydia.
All right. So my pick is Bree Prescott from Archer's Voice.
And my pick, which I had already unfolded in case you guys had heard the little paper, was Rex from Show Me the Way. So this is perfect coupling over here.
We're crossing. I don't immediately hate it. I don't. What do you think? You're just sitting quiet over there.
I'm curious if people in the comments think. I mean, I love her with Archer. I love her with Archer. You know, they're the one true pairing, and so thinking about her with someone else is really difficult. Even though, you know, I would get her out of the way so I can get Archer because I love him.
You're like, I ship it just so I can have Archer to myself.
Yeah, I'm kind of having that, you know, selfish moment over here because, I mean, you guys know, I've been honest and upfront. I love Archer. I love him. He's a Mr. Darcy level. Love him. You know, literary husband potential. I mean, Archer has a very sweet disposition on him. He's so innocent. I mean, you always call him a little cinnamon roll, which is just so cute to me.
He is a little cinnamon roll.
Rex is not a little cinnamon roll to me.
No. Oh, absolutely not. No.
As you shake your head. I mean, Archer is very sweet and innocent. Rex is hardened. He's not a sweet little innocent. I mean, he alludes to in the book. I mean, Archer is just innocent in every way, shape, and form. Whereas Rex, you know, he's traumatized. His first girlfriend died. Then he said he partied and slept around a lot. And then that's how he had a little girl. That's where the little girl came into play. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And so very different guys, very different dispositions. I don't know. I mean, because Bree herself is traumatized. And I think Archer helps her overcome that. And so I don't know if Rex would be the same because it's kind of the opposite where he's the one who has to overcome trauma. So I don't know if both of them could overcome trauma together because it kind of was beforehand someone else. Do you understand where I'm going with this?
I understand where you're going, but Rena also has suffered trauma and they help each other get through it. But I feel like there is
we're past it though. I mean, yes, she was still scared to go back to her hometown, but it was whereas the other one's having cold night sweats, she doesn't sleep through the night. Whereas the other one is more about staying away from the triggers, I think. I think she's farther along in the coping process.
Bree was still very deep in her post-traumatic stress. And I think Rex has too much of an edge to him and he wouldn't give her the time she needed or the support that she needed as well to fully overcome it because he's just dealing with his own issues.
I mean, I also kind of just thought of this. Bree does pursue Archer to a certain degree, but he never really pushes her away.
Right.
And so I think Rex, if she were to go after someone who did push her away or made her feel unwelcome, that would be the end of the relationship. Archer would leave his gate open for her, encouraging her silently, but encouraging her. Rex wouldn't do that.
Right. So, I think you're right there. Yeah.
Oh, what's going on in the comments?
Oh, Hannah's saying that she doesn't know either of these people. And then Ash Hart's books. I'm going to have to say goodnight, but lovely talking with you ladies.
Oh. Hi, we love you. You're so sweet.
Thank you so much for stopping by. Mwah.
As Nicole would say, you're a little cinnamon roll.
You're a cinnamon roll. He is such a cinnamon roll. But you're right. He totally doesn't shut her off completely. I mean, he's guarded. Totally understandable why he's guarded, but he does welcome her in his own way. I think Rex has that little bit of an edge and is too jaded, and his first rebuttals probably wouldn't prompt Bree to further the relationship.
So I think we've reached a consensus with the rip.
We're ripping it.
She's like, I'm getting rid of them. We're moving on. We're moving on.
All right, I think it's your turn.
And I unfolded it already. Captain Wentworth from Persuasion by Jane Austen. He's also one of my literary boyfriends. I love Captain Wentworth.
I love Captain Wentworth. Persuasion is my favorite Jane Austen book. Okay.
I was rooting for Sally Hawkins to win the Academy because I've been loving her since she was in the Persuasion adaptation in 2007. I love her from, it was Anne Elliot.
She was robbed.
Have you seen The Shape of Water? Because she's phenomenal in it.
I want to see that so bad. My husband doesn't want to see it, so I'm probably one of those things where I'm going to have to Redbox it.
So I know everyone makes a big deal about the whole he's a fish, but once you watch the movie, the ending kind of tells you something, kind of gives you a reason, and I'm totally trying to be as non-spoiler as possible, but you don't write it off just because of that. People keep writing it off and make comments about you'll have a realization at the end that justifies the entire. You'll get it. Don't write it off just because everyone's like, oh, she ends up with a fish. No, that's not the case.
I want to see it so bad. I think I'm going, depending on what my husband is doing, because I just heard his truck pull in. Depending on what he's doing tonight, I'm probably going to watch that because honestly, I wanted to see it since I first saw the trailer for it. I love Guillermo del Toro. He is actually a phenomenal director, and I just thought the premise of the story just seems so interesting and so like just the underlying tone of just acceptance and just pure love. It gets me. And okay, so Lady Gizmo, I don't know them either, just listening. Morass says Persuasion is my favorite Jane Austen novel as well. Woo woo. Hannah, oh my god, I totally ship a good fish / human couple.
I mean, here's the other thing about this movie. I'm trying to be, again, spoiler free. The whole thing is they can't communicate in the normal way. Again, they call him the amphibian man, I think, on IMDb. But she can't speak. She has no vocal box. You see a scar on the side of her neck. And so the way they communicate is just so sweet because they really do have to rely on, liking the same music because she brings in a record player. She, gives him eggs to feed him. I mean, they have to rely on actions because they don't have words. And it's just, to me, that is very poetic. But because the thing is, he's very sweet with her, even though he's quote unquote the amphibian man. And the male characters are very hardened. The rest of the cast, you can kind of see why she would go after him or they would end up together. So, I mean, if you guys want if you want a unique relationship, that is it. It's a great movie too. I mean, it has a lot going for it. So 2 thumbs up.
Awesome. I just want to watch it even more now. Hannah's saying, it sounds so good. I need to watch it. Yeah, I totally want to watch it.
Well, I mean, so I've actually seen it because when I rented it, I had the 48 hours. So I saw it 3 times in 48 hours. And so when I was paying it, because I was noticing different things upon rewatching it, because the first time I wanted to see the story, because I deliberately did not want any spoilers. I did not want to read anything. I did not want to read it, a summary. But then when I rewatched it, the mise-en-scene details are spectacular. Try and look in the background because the details are just incredible because the details. I mean,
yeah.
I won an Oscar. When you really pay attention to the movie, you'll notice so much. It's incredible.
Yeah, I'm going to have to watch because I think if you rent it on iTunes, you get it for the 48 hours. I think so.
I mean, again, if you guys don't like it and I, just pitched it to you, I'm sorry, but I really enjoyed it.
That's awesome. So your pick is Captain Wentworth. And my pick, this is actually my last name. So if you have more names, I have to come up with some names on the fly. But it is Amryn from A Court of Thorns and Roses series. Amryn is part of Rhys-Sand's inner circle. And I think she is 3rd in command in his inner circle, I think. Am I correct? 3rd?
I don't mean this to be improper, but is she the one who came out at the very end of the 3rd book? Or am I thinking of a different character?
You're thinking of a different character. She was in the 2nd book.
No.
No, you're thinking more. You're thinking more.
More? Oh, I'm getting confused.
Yes. Amryn, short, dark hair. She uses her blood ruby as a paperweight.
That's okay. I was getting them confused. It happens.
Okay, yeah. So, Amryn, and I mean, Captain. I mean, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I don't ship it. Is that sad? What do you think? You're sitting over there, all quiet.
I'm kind of mentally just trying to parse through that relationship because, again, she's a fighter. She's got kind of a bold disposition now that I've remembered her.
Yeah.
But he's, he does the epistolary novel over there. He's writing his letters. He's introverted. I mean, he's kind of got the Mr. Darcy stoic going for him. I mean, Anne Elliot is also very quiet. She's very introverted. And so because she's introverted, it makes him more outgoing. Whereas if she was outgoing, he might, crawl into himself even more. So again, I think about the characteristics over here. And so having her be outgoing is probably not going to yield the best relationship.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think we're in the same boat here. Speaking of shipping things, we're in the same boat. I don't think this relationship would work very well. So I'm gonna say rip it.
I know. I've got all these pieces. I got all these pieces of paper over here that I've been ripping in half.
They've been ripping it, and we need more ships, I think.
Well, I dumped out all my characters onto my kitchen table, so I'm just putting all the ones that I've discarded into my XOXO cup. I mean, I told you I put in extra ones just so we could try some same-sex couples. But
yeah, let's do it. So Lady Gizmo, Captain Wentworth, and Amryn, she says, rip it. Morass saying, I don't know who Amryn is. It's from A Court of Thorns and Roses. So if you haven't read that series, you probably won't know who that is. She doesn't make an appearance until A Court of Mist and Fury, the second book. Hannah saying, I can't wait till I get introduced to all these characters. I literally only have Lucien and Tamlin and their mask faces, and I'm already over Tamlin. Yeah. Lady Gizmo, we agree.
Because when I said that, I did not get supported with that statement. Support with that.
I wish I knew you back then. I would have supported you 100% because we have the same brain. And Lady Gizmo, I don't know her either, but I do know Captain Wentworth. At Lady Gizmo, same. That's from Morass. So yeah, it's a bad pairing either way. So we're just gonna rip it.
And I pulled out. If we wanted to do the same sex couple, we have Frank Churchill and Frank Randall, and I kind of love how we have two Franks. I thought that was awesome.
Frank and Frank.
Frank and Frank. F squared.
I don't like, Book Frank from Outlander, I don't like.
Interesting. Why?
I can't really put my finger on it just because TV show Frank. I love him. I don't know why. It's crazy how it could be like the same character, but I love one and not the other.
I mean, I will admit the whole thing with Frank is that he's kind of dry in nature, but the actor is kind of charismatic, so he kind of breathes a new life into him. At least that's how I interpret it, because I agree with you. I mean, I didn't dislike Frank in the book, but I didn't really love him either. He was just kind of there to me. Whereas in the show, again, he's come to life in a very different way. So it's the same actor who does Blackjack, obviously. But I mean, you love him as Frank, you hate him as Blackjack. So I mean, I don't know the actor's name off the top of my head, but I mean, good actor over there. Got to give him some nominations for something.
His name is Tobias something. I can't think of his last name, but yeah, totally. I completely agree with you. For Frank's character in the book, it was totally like, meh, he's kind of there, okay, whatever, and
he doesn't really change. He's just kind of, he's all, I don't know.
And for, like you said, Frank in the TV show, it's the actor that draws me because Because when I see him acting as Frank and then when I see him acting as Jonathan, even though it's the same actor, two completely different characters. And so if I don't see the same person when I see, even though it's the same actor, I don't see the same person. And honestly, he just does such a phenomenal job being evil, because I don't know if any of y'all have seen Underworld Blood Wars, but he plays a very evil character on that movie, and it's fantastic. I love it.
I saw that. It was on Stars. It was free. So
It's all free.
I think it has a 22% approval rating or something, though.
Yeah, it's not the best. It's not the best. It's not the best movie. Oh, Libra. I just walked in. Are we talking about Outlander? Yes, for this little bit, we are talking about Outlander.
I mean, we can talk about Outlander for the rest of this if you'd like.
We could definitely. I mean, I could talk about Jamie Fraser all night.
We didn't even talk about Jamie. I forget who he was with. We just ignored that move right on.
I just think it was just it was so bad. Oh, I think it was Margot Roth Spiegelman.
Was it him or was it Effie? Who was it? Effie?
Oh, it was Effie, yeah, because we talked about her going back in time and not being able to handle it. But yes, we were talking about Outlander for a little bit and how in the show, Frank, the actor who plays Frank and Jonathan Wolverton Randall, even though they're the same person playing two different people, he just does a fantastic job. And I like Frank in the show, not Frank in the books. So Lady Gizmo is saying that she ships Frank and Frank. Frank Churchill and Frank Randall. Sorry, forgot his last name for 5 seconds. So what do you think?
I mean, Frank Churchill, he's not the best guy around, but he kind of redeems himself a little bit. Kind of self-centered. I think Frank Randall could do a little bit better.
I think so. I think you're totally right, just because I'm just remembering, yeah, Frank Churchill does redeem himself, but I just think that I'm thinking, I think Frank does deserve it. I even thought that in like reading Outlander and watching the show, I really think Frank deserves a better hand than what he's dealt.
I feel in the second season, this is going to be a little bit spoilery. When Claire goes back to him, I mean, their marriage is it's atrocious. It's so bad.
Oh, it's terrible.
And the thing is, I understand she loves Jamie, but if you love him and you don't want to be married to Frank, let him go.
Exactly. I thought it was completely unfair to keep him in. I mean, obviously, he had to agree with it. They wanted to try because, like, she's pregnant with, and he wanted to raise her like his own, and that just makes me love him even more. But I just no, you deserve so much better. You deserve a woman that's going to love you and have a family of your own. And then she's saying Libra. Sorry, I can't say that. It says, but it was in the 40s. Totally true. You didn't just divorce back then. I completely agree with you there. And I'm just it was just, like I said, a very messed up situation, and he deserved a lot better.
Well, I think part of it had to do with her not wanting him, but her not also wanting him to be with anyone else. Because when he had his quote unquote mistress, but he was in love with her. They were in love. Mm-hmm. And that was a difficult, again, circumstance to be in. But I always love the fact, he didn't turn her away. And I remember this scene when she tells him she's pregnant, and there's just this joy on that actor's face. He was just so overcome with emotion, and I know it was acting, but that scene, I was on the verge of tears because he was just so happy to hear her say she was pregnant. It was such an emotional moment, and then he realizes she's been gone for over a year. This isn't my baby.
Yes. Oh my God.
I mean, you kind of have to love Frank Randall just a little bit, you just kind of have to. Even if you don't want to like him, you're gonna have to like him just a little.
Yeah, that scene was really touching and beautiful. And Libri, thank you so much for putting phonetics there for me. Hannah, I have to go read to my kid. Really enjoyed this live feed. It is a lot of fun, and thank you so much for letting be a part of it. Oh, absolutely. I'm glad you had a great time. Thank you so much for coming in. Really appreciate it. Have a great night.
I know. Have fun reading to your child. I think that's great that you're reading. I mean, I wish I knew if it was a little boy or girl. I'd be like, it's nice reading to your son or daughter. That's so sweet. I love it. I ship it.
I love that. I love, when parents read to their kids. Love it.
I kind of want to know what she's reading now.
What are you reading to your kid? I want to know.
I know. I forget who said they had to go read, but I wanted to know what she was reading. I naturally, every time someone says they're reading, go, oh, what do you want to read? What do you do? Little nosy there.
All right, who else we got?
I opened up 2, and I think it's hysterical that I opened these 2 because I couldn't remember either of their names. So we have Woody Harrelson from The Hunger Games, and then apparently I couldn't remember his name either. So I wrote Bella's dad from Twilight.
Okay, so Haymitch.
I literally wrote Bella's dad from Twilight because I couldn't remember his name.
Oh my gosh.
You could call him Mr. Swan, but I couldn't remember his first name, and I really wanted to. So we got two characters whose names I couldn't remember.
So Haymitch and Charlie.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hannah, she's a girl, and I'm reading Chronicles of Narnia. I just read the entire series of Chronicles of Narnia for middle grade March last month, so I love it.
Aw, that's so sweet. I hope you're a great mom. I love it. That's so sweet. I hope she likes Chronicles of Narnia. It's a classic. I hope she enjoys it. That's such a great story.
Love it. Lady Gizmo, I need to say goodnight too. Great job, ladies. It was fun. Bye, Lady Gizmo. It's always a blast having you in the live stream.
Bye. Thank you for joining us. So sweet.
So Haymitch and Charlie, huh?
Apparently. Apparently those are their names.
Hannah, it was so good. Thank you so much. She likes it so far. Okay, I really have to go now. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I'm going to say I do not ship it. I rip it.
Yeah, we can move on from that.
I don't even know how to begin to justify how that would work.
You want to name a random girl? Because I technically have 5 slips of paper left, but one was kind of last minute apparently because it's much smaller than the others. I just opened these 2 just to demonstrate. I don't know where this one came from because I cut these ones really nice.
Okay, just pulling. If you have any girl character suggestions, please put it in the comments. I'm just going to try to make some up on the fly because we have 5 or any book characters. Do it. Go, boy or girl. Go ahead. And so just thinking of something on the fly. Hermione Granger, go.
And you're going to love this. It's Draco Malfoy.
Yes! I ship it so hard. Sorry, I just screamed in everyone's ears. But yes, I ship it hard, hardcore. Yes.
As soon as I opened it, I'm going, she's going to love this. You can't make this stuff up, people. You can't plan this. You can't plan this.
Oh my God, that's fantastic. Oh, that is fantastic. Love it. Love it. Okay. Ooh, I have to calm down.
That was amazing. As you were saying Hermione, I was opening it to see Draco's name. I knew you were going to I knew that was coming. I knew that.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Oh, I loved it. I love it. Yeah, I ship them to the ends of the earth. Yep, that's my ship right there. It's fate. It's fate. That's like you said, you can't make this stuff up. You just can't.
You can't plan everything. You can't plan life, and you could not plan that. That could not have worked out better.
That was fantastic. All right. Libri, Trick from Nevernight. Ooh, I love Nevernight by Jay Kristoff. Trick is amazing. I'm not going to spoil anything for those who haven't read the series, but Trick from Nevernight, he's part of this bad ass assassins group, or he's in the first book, he's going to this red church to train to become an assassin. He's badass. He's totally, kind of scars and tattoos everywhere.
I just pulled Jace Wayland, so it kind of sounds like they're the same person.
They are kind of the same person, but I like it. I like it a lot.
I haven't read Nevernight yet. That's on my to-be read list, so I can't really contribute to this conversation. I'm just trusting whatever you say goes, and it kind of sounds like you're the same person.
I would say you know, like Trick can hold his own, and I think you could give Jace a run for his money, and I would say I would love to see where that went. Libri, do you agree with me? Because you've obviously read those books, or have you read The Mortal Instruments? So I would love to hear your comments on that. But I'm going to say I ship it.
And then am I pulling another name?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yet either, but apparently I want them to be with Dumbledore.
Dumbledore and the. Oh, I'm echoing. Oh, no.
Dumbledore. Remember in the fourth one, she's Dumbledore. I don't know who Ezra is. I don't know if this is a teacher person. If it's a teacher, mentor, adult, yes. If it's a child, we're gonna hard pass that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. No. And I'm echoing, so I'm not gonna talk anymore.
What?
I said I'm echoing, so I'm not gonna talk anymore.
And then I have progressives, so I have to lean into recommends. I have not read The Mortal Instruments yet, LOL. I mean, I have them over there on my bookshelf. You can take your time with them. You can talk. I don't want you to lose you. I don't want to lose you.
Because I just hearing in my.
You're not echoing to me. Is she echoing? Because I'm not gonna hold. I got two names left. I got two pieces of paper, so we're almost done. So if she's echoing.
Am I echoing everybody? I'm echoing in my own ears.
Okay, so I have two pieces of paper left. Do you want to name a name?
Yes. Let me look. I'm gonna say Selena from Throne of Glass.
I've never read those.
Oh no.
Okay. But of my two last names, one of them is Gimli from Lord of the Rings.
If I'm going, I'm gonna say that's a no.
Well, I think we already paired him with Legolas. I think everyone was on board for that one, so I think Gimli's already taken. I think Gimli's already in a relationship as far as everyone in this live stream is concerned. So I was going to pass on that one for that reason alone. So
I think you're right. I think you're right. He's taken. And Libri is saying I am echoing.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's sad. Am I echoing too, or is it just you?
It's just me. I think you're not echoing. This happened to us one other time, I think.
I don't know why. Live streams are funky sometimes.
You know, well, at least
happens towards the end. I got one final name left, and I know exactly who it is too because of what's been said and what hasn't been. I'm moving my legs, and the dog's been on my lap for the last hour now.
Yeah, my back is starting to hurt. Okay, let me just.
I know exactly who it is too because of what we discussed earlier. So I know who this is.
Okay, thinking of a. I'm looking around at my trying to think of something.
I think you can figure out who this as well because we came up with our list beforehand, and this was one of the options. And I love him.
Oh. And you love him?
I mean, I could just shit myself with him if we want to be honest. Archer.
Archer.
Okay,
I'm gonna take out my headphones.
I can be on the boat. I can join him on a boat.
Okay, I took out my headphones. Is that better? Is that better, everybody? Angela, talk to me.
Hi. I mean, it says no. It's just because you're not wearing headphones.
Now I can't hear Angela. Okay, I hear you now. But I'm still echoing.
Well, I mean, I can just keep him for myself, and we can call this a night. I mean,
I ship Archer with Angela.
I need the headphones. Why do I need headphones? I'm echoing.
You're not echoing. Oh, it's your feedback.
I'm feedback. Who? I don't know. Do I fix this? Is this you?
No, I don't think. It's just she's saying that you're feedbacking in Angela's side. I don't know.
It says Angela needs the headphones. I don't know. Should I go get headphones?
If you want to.
I don't know how that would fix you echoing, though.
I don't know, but I should be an archer.
I'm Angela. Hi, I'm the blonde. She's the brunette. She's Nicole. She's also the Slytherin. I'm the Ravenclaw. I have 1 dog. She has 3.
She's saying for you to get headphones.
I don't know how that would fix you echoing, though. I mean, I also don't know where my headphones are.
That's okay. That's okay. We're at the end of it.
I genuinely don't know how me having headphones is going to fix your echo. I really don't.
Oh. Live stream. You know, you kind of deal with problems when they come.
I don't know where my headphones are. Because I just went to Bowling Green this weekend, so I had my headphones on the plane and in my suitcase. My carry-on and my suitcase, you know, for traveling and stuff. So I don't really know where they ended up. They're somewhere here. I don't know where yet because I just unpacked. Because my mic, because your mic is picking up Nicole through your speakers. Well, I have YouTube on silent, and we're just in the Google Hangouts, so I don't know if that's the case. I mean, if I find them, I'll try. If I see them, I'm looking around trying to locate them.
No,
wouldn't it be the same for you though? Wouldn't I echo backwards if that was no? Okay.
I have no idea how this works.
Anywho, I'm taking Archer, and we can call it a night.
I totally tip you an Archer.
I will take Archer for myself. Because it looks like we ran out of female names to draw from.
I also kind of want to reread Archer's voice.
You what?
I want to reread Archer's voice.
I think I just saw my headphones in my purse. Should I try them?
Sure, if you want to.
Okay. I mean, I genuinely don't know if that's going to help at all. I mean, we'll see, though.
Let's try it out.
Whatever. I just noticed them. Need to put the little locator app on them or something. I don't even know where they plug in. This will help or not?
All right, so we're both in. Am I echoing? I don't hear myself echoing back, so I guess that's a good indicator.
I don't know how that would be a thing, though, because wouldn't it be the same circumstance for you with me echoing? This makes no sense.
Libri saying no echoes. I don't know. It's the magic. It's the magic of, oh, it's so weird. It's fixed. Maybe
that
it's
makes sense, though.
Yeah, I have no idea. This did happen to us one time, but I don't think I was wearing headphones during that particular live stream, but I don't remember.
I don't know. I mean, I don't really like wearing headphones to do live streams. I mean, I don't even like wearing headphones to listen to music. I only, you know, doing something.
I only wear the headphones just because if my husband comes home and he's doing stuff, I don't want to interrupt his stuff. But yeah, so that's weird that it's fixed, but yay.
I honestly don't know how this was the problem. I'm glad you knew how to fix it. I never would have thought of. I don't know how my end is what was making the echo.
Oh, she says, I've only noticed the feedback on streams where one person isn't wearing headphones. Okay, so maybe no more headphones. Got it. Thanks, everybody.
Well, you had headphones, I think, during the write-in, but there wasn't an issue.
Yeah, it only happened, like I said, it only happened that one time. And this time it happened towards the end. It didn't happen at the beginning.
That was going to be my next question. Why did it work for so long and then all of a sudden decide it didn't like us anymore?
No idea.
I mean, technology apparently really does have a life of its own if this is the case.
Yeah, it does. But I'm glad we went this long without having issues. I think my first live stream was a success. What do you think?
I think your first live stream was amazing. I had so much fun. I mean, and I also ended up with Archer at the end, just so you know, life is good.
And you ended up with Archer. Yes.
I ended up with a fictional character. I ended up with a fictional character, and you know, I'm happy about that.
I better be your maid of honor.
You will be. I will have my wedding in Arizona just for you.
You will. I would fly to Washington D.C. just to see you get married.
Aww.
I would fly.
You can turn it into like a full-on vacay.
I would honestly, if I had the money, I would fly to Washington just to see your face.
Aww, you're the sweetest. I love you.
And just to have a cup of coffee with you because you're my bestie.
I know, we really do love each other. I mean, you really are my best friend. I love you.
I love you so much. I'm giving you a hug through the computer.
I always send her the gif of sending you a virtual hug because I really am. I'm always sending you virtual hugs. That's our relationship.
Yes, you're sending me hugs, and I send you the one where I think it's the otters are like rubbing cheeks against each other.
We're best friends. We really do have a pattern, don't we?
Yep. That's awesome.
Aww. Yeah.
All right.
If I ever do tie the knot, you'll be the maid of honor. You'll be the leading bridesmaid. We will see if that ever happens, however.
I love you.
I'm happy with my fictional pairing though. I will keep him.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. I'm thinking Killian Jones from Once Upon a Time. I love him so much. Or, Jamie Fraser, of course. I think I just like the themed like historical characters.
Is Jamie Fraser your literary crush then? Is that what we just established?
Yeah.
Does your husband know about this?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He has his list of, I don't think they're not fictional, but you have your list of actors and actresses and stuff. He has his list. I have my list.
Except his list is of real people. Yours is of fictional.
But it's like they're almost like it's fiction because it's like my husband. I mean, I don't think there's any like way to like I will never be like with like I would never be with this fictional character because they're fiction, and he probably would never end up with a celebrity.
He's not going to end up with Angelina Jolie or Jennifer Aniston or whoever is on this list.
Jessica Alba, and I would say no.
Is she the number one choice?
Yeah.
All I know, I know nothing about her as a person. I mean, I've seen a couple of her movies, but the only thing I know about her as a person is that she's a part of the Honest Company. That's about it.
Huh. I didn't even know that.
That's all I know. I mean, and I don't even know why. I think it was on an episode of Cupcake Wars or something.
Cupcake Wars.
I do the wallpaper television where I put the TV on in the background while I'm doing my laundry or when I'm just doing, emails or something. And so I always have something on, and every so often I put on Cupcake Wars or The Great British Bake Off or just something, calming.
Now I want a cupcake.
Some insight into my life.
That's awesome.
That's why I know all these TV shows, because I do the wallpaper television.
I'm like that with Harry Potter or Supernatural or Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Sometimes I just have it on in the background if I'm doing other stuff.
Buffy is a sit down and watch for me, though. I could never just put Buffy on in the background.
I always end up like sitting down. Like if it's, a certain episode, I always end up just sitting down and watching it. I'm like, I was supposed to do all this stuff, but then I ended up having a Buffy marathon.
Oh.
Marissa saying it's always nice listening to you guys live stream. You're so sweet. She's a romance buddy of ours. Love it.
And I haven't read your book yet, but I did retweet it. She is a romance writer whose debut novel came out, so I am pitching you hard right now. I think I know I added it on I'm pretty sure I added it on my Goodreads TV read list. I'm going to have to buy it on Amazon. So,
I think I added it too.
Yeah, so I mean, if you guys are romance readers, go check her out. Should do it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna sorry, I'm moving my stuff back and forth. It's just my back is kind of hurting. But yeah, definitely. I saw that she she tweeted that her debut novel came out, and I'm like, yes. And I think I did it on my to be read on Goodreads as well.
I think I retweeted it on my personal as well. I know for a fact I did on Romantics at Heart.
You did?
I know I retweeted over there. I get confused sometimes because I have all the Twitter accounts. I mean, I have a lot on my phone. So I'll have to double check to make sure I did retweet it on my personal as well. But I know for sure I did it on the Romantics at Heart. And if anything, that's probably the best one to retweet it on because it's a romance novel and that's where romance readers are. So if I was going to retweet it anywhere, that was the one. But yeah, go check her out. And you're nodding.
Yeah, I really want to read it. So I'm definitely going to do that. Hopefully sometime in the next couple of months. Ooh, Max, I hear you.
I don't know what he's barking about. He's mad about something.
Is there people in the hallway?
Yep.
Yep.
Hi. Did you guys see him with his trimmed little face? Yes, we know you're down there. Except now I can't reach him because I'm wearing the headphones.
Oh, no.
Hi. You want to jump up? Come here.
Oh, he is so cute.
He got all trimmed.
Oh, so cute. I need to trim one of my dogs. My golden retriever, his hair is getting out of control.
I love how big his eyes look right now. Because, I mean, really, he's all white and he's got these big black eyes. I mean, just such a nice little contrast there. Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah, so this was fun.
This was a lot of fun, and I could do this again. I love this game.
I know. I mean, this was a good live stream to have. I think it was a lot of fun, and it was nice to see people, post their responses and what they thought of the Rip It or Ship It.
I loved that we were getting the comments on everybody ripping it or shipping it too. I love how it's like we were all playing. I loved it.
I mean, I loved the kind of community aspect of ripping or shipping. I mean, it was also, I didn't mean to accidentally persuade some of you, but I think I did. It wasn't intentional.
You had some very valid arguments.
Wow, I thank you. All those persuasion and rhetoric classes came into play. The ethos, pathos, and logos know exactly how to draw. Just kidding. She's making a face like, I don't know what to say to that one.
I'm just laughing. Because you're funny. Aww.
I try. Not really.
But yeah, I think I loved doing this as my first live stream, and I'm glad that I finally actually did this, and you helped me out a lot. So thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I'd do anything for you. You know that. Oh,
you're my best friend.
Oh, and we live across the states, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
friendship has no boundaries. Friendship has no boundaries.
It doesn't. We are just a tweet or a text or a direct message away from each other.
And she already chose her movie for next month. Who picked this movie? Would you like to tell them?
Yes, it's 10 Things I Hate About You with Julia Stiles and Heath Ledger.
Yep. So the second Tuesday of May, we are going to be live tweeting 10 Things I Hate About You. And the first Tuesday, we're going to be doing the Romantics at Heart live stream of The Air He Breathes by Brittany Cherry, I believe is the name. I know the last name's Cherry. So The Air He Breathes is the Romantics at Heart book. I haven't read it yet. It's on my iPad, my Kindle. So I will be reading it very soon. So if you guys have read it or you plan on reading it, let us know.
Yeah. I haven't started it either, but I did buy it.
I also haven't read the book for the Cozy Mystery one yet either. So
I haven't started that either. Oh man, I need to see if, because I placed a hold on it in my digital library, and I don't think it has come up yet. But I did get the second book in the Fixer Upper Cozy Mystery, This Old Homicide by Kate Carlisle, just because I did want to continue with that series because it was really good. But I don't think that other one is. I'm gonna look on my holds really quick. Oh, nope, well, not yet.
I kind of so I had the worst
the worst travel experience the other day. So I was in the airport pretty much, what was it, all of Sunday, and I didn't get home till 1 a.m. Monday or whatever. It was awful. So I read the entire Mediator series by Meg Cabot. I also read a couple Kindle novellas from Kindle World. I mean, I was just reading everything, but I deliberately did not read The Air He Breathes on the plane because I'd been having such a terrible travel experience. I didn't want that to color the read at all. So I deliberately did not read that on the plane because I didn't want anything, to influence that. So I'm holding on to that for a day I'm happy, a day I just want to sit down and relax and read. So that is coming.
I think I'm going to start it next week.
Mm-hmm. That sounds good to me. I like that.
I like that.
I approve.
I approve this message. But that was this has been a lot of fun. But I think since we don't got no names left, I think we're gonna call it a night. What do you think?
I think my dog is doing something weird, and I don't know what. I think I'm gonna have to go figure out what he wants because he's doing this staring thing.
Go ahead.
No, he just stares at me. He just chooses a spot, looks up at me, and just stares. I don't know if anyone else's dog does that, but he loves doing this staring thing. It's his go-to move when he wants something. I don't know what he wants though.
He wants you to pay attention to him. I think this is kind of like his cue, the 2-hour mark of the live stream. He's like, "Hello, you've been paying attention to other people for this long. It's my turn."
I like that. He knows his time. He knows his time. He's a smart little guy. He knows when he's been left alone too long.
Right. The only time that my dogs will stare at me, sometimes my German Shepherd, my oldest dog, she'll sit on the side of my bed and just stare at me when I'm like either falling asleep or like waking up. Like if she hears me moving around, she'll get up and get to my side of the bed and just stare at me. And that's what will wake me up sometimes. And that's kind of weird. But
she just stares at you?
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, I wake up and then he comes running up to me going, "Oh, she's awake. Because, usually it's also the alarm that wakes me up. So I also don't know if that's partially why he gets excited because there's noise.
Probably.
I was like, I couldn't see it says thank you. I forget. I don't know what you're thanking us for, but anytime, of course.
We were talking about her debut book.
Anytime, of course. Anytime.
You're welcome. All right, so this was fun, and I would totally do this again, just saying. Or we can do like another, tag live. I don't know. I just love doing live streams with you, so we could just do anything.
I just love spending time with you. I don't care if it's, talking about a book, if it's doing a tag. I just always have so much fun when we do this. I love it. I'm happy to be a part of it. Now I feel like a celebrity or something because I'm getting featured on your channel because this is your live stream. You are the hostess. You are in charge.
I just think this was really fun.
Aw. I know this is a great way to spend a Tuesday. I've kind of been weirdly jet lagged. I didn't travel that far, but because of all the delays and stuff, I've been weirdly tired the last 2 days. So this kind of snapped me out of it. This is the first time I feel energized and excited. So you brought me out of my little funk.
Oh, good. Yeah, I don't just like traveling on planes. I haven't done it in a long time, but I just feel like it gets tiring. And even though, you haven't gone, very far to even like feel, like you said, jet lagged, it takes a lot out of you traveling that way. And I'm glad I could snap you out of it and give you some energy and life. And honestly, I could talk to you about anything if you want to just talk. We could talk about movies. We can talk about Buffy.
I know. I feel as if our live streams, we'll start out talking about one thing, but then all of a sudden we have a Lord of the Rings thing, and then we'll be talking about this, and we'll be talking about that, which I love. I kind of love our little tangents, falling down the rabbit hole. I love it.
I was just gonna say, like, our weird tangents that we just spurs on conversation. It's great. I love it. It's never dull. Never a dull moment with you, my dear.
No, there's never a dull moment with you either. And I hope you feel better soon. Everyone should be, sending you love and thoughts and prayers and all that.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm going to see my chiropractor for another 6 or 7 treatments, once a week for the next, however long, or until it takes for me to feel better. I'm like I said, I'm not in as much pain as I thought I would be, but compared to how my car looks, but
Well,
yeah,
you are a precious treasure that needs to be protected at all costs. We don't want anything to happen to you.
thank you. Yeah, it was really sweet of my husband, actually, because he was the second person I called after the police. And he was just, I told him I was in an accident and what had happened and how I was, I was hit by a semi, and then that caused me to spin and hit another car. So I actually had 2 impacts. The highway patrol thinks another car hit me, but no one else stopped. But so he was actually, and I sent him pictures of my car, and he immediately dropped what he was doing. He was working, and he came to the scene of the accident, and just the look on his face. And I just walked over and hugged him. I was like, "You're gonna make me cry! Oh my gosh!" And he's like, "Are you okay?" Yeah, it's my, that could be a scene in a romance novel. I'm sorry.
I ship your relationship. I ship your relationship, your marriage. I still think you guys are relationship goals. I believe that. I truly believe it. I believe they are relationship goals.
I ship me and my husband together forever.
I do too. I ship it. I ship you too. They're so cute.
I don't know what I did in this life to deserve him, but he's a good man.
Aww.
He came to my rescue.
Aww. I was gonna say you should send him the link to this video, the YouTube video of me saying, "Oh, look what I said about you, sweetie."
Just forget everything I said about Jamie Fraser.
I was gonna say maybe choose the timestamp to send to him.
Right, exactly.
Like, hey, love of my life. Here you go.
Yeah. So hopefully after a couple, I mean, I don't think I'll need the 6 or 7 treatments, but hopefully I'll start to feel a little better after this one. I have one on Friday, and then I have one next week too. So hopefully it's just kind of just like a dull ache. There's no like sharp, like anything's pinching or anything like that. It's just, I was thrown for a loop, very literally.
Oh, I'm so sorry that happened. That's terrible.
No. Yeah. Just the hard part now is, the claim with the insurance and getting a new car.
That's all. Just
that's it.
That's it. Because that's no big deal.
It's no big deal. But they talked. I didn't get checked out at the scene. You know that. I said no, I didn't need any paramedics or anything. And then my husband was mad at me. And then I did eventually go get checked out, and I'm fine. That's the best. That's the good part, that I'm okay. Everybody was okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad you're okay. I mean, things can be replaced. Cars can be fixed. You were irreplaceable. You cannot be replaced.
Oh, I love you so much.
We really do gush about each other, don't we?
We really do.
We fangirl for each other.
Absolutely. I am your number one fan.
I am your number one fan. I remember Nicole came to my rescue because I didn't know how to do live streams. And so I wanted to do a test run, and I had a really bad troll. I had a terrible, terrible troll, and Nicole just swooped right into my rescue and just took care of it for me. I mean, you were my knight in shining armor. You were my knight in shining armor.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was, it was terrible. He was saying, I don't know how some of those things he was saying got through, because I know if you curse in the comments, I think it goes up for review, but some of them were slipping through, and he was saying not very nice things. And I'm like, and you're done. You're being reported. Every time he said something, I was like, report. It's like, you're done.
I just wanted to test out the live stream because, again, I mean, I did it, so I was able to kind of guide you through it, but no one was able to really guide me. No one told me how to do it. So I wanted to do kind of a test live stream and just kind of see how things went, see how it functioned, learn a little bit. And I don't know how this person found me, but they found me, and Nicole just swooped right in and saved the day. And I appreciate that. I still appreciate that.
I would never
appreciate that.
I would never let anyone hurt you. They'd have to go through me.
And the thing is, you've already proved it. You've already proved it. Words, when people say words are cheap or, actions speak louder than words, like you already proved it. Your actions already prove that. So, I mean, I love Nicole. Everyone, I know this is her channel, but everyone should be following you. Just
Everyone
forever.
should be following you.
Aww.
Yeah, we love each other. We gush about each other. Yeah. we're so funny.
We're shipping ourselves.
I ship it.
Well, do you remember the she knows exactly where I'm going with this.
Yes.
When we first started the Romantics at Hart, our romance genre book club for BookTube, when we first did this, I posted something on Instagram and I said, Nicole and I are starting a romance, and Instagram decided to cut me off right at that point in my sentence. And so people were saying, I really like the truncated version of this post over on Twitter, because I shared the Instagram over on Twitter. So I just cut it off at Nicole and I are starting a romance, and people were shipping us. I think it was one of, Twitter will send you your interactivity. And I think that was what my most active tweet that month or something, because people kept commenting saying, yeah, we ship it. Yeah, you two are cute together. Yeah, we ship this. Everyone,
absolutely.
It was awesome. So yeah, we ship ourselves.
That I was laughing so hard at all the comments we were getting.
Yeah, everyone was really invested in it. So technically, other people have already shipped us together. So your husband wouldn't get, he's a little jealous. It's fine. I'll take over.
Marat says your husband is the sweetest. He is. He's the sweetest. And Angela is the sweetest. My husband thinks you're the sweetest too, Angela. He likes you. I talk about you all the time.
I mean, I've seen him pop up from time to time, and I always say hi to him. Joe, I know his name. Joe. Introduce him to the YouTube world. Aw, I didn't know you talked about me. That's adorable. And now I'm like weirdly blushing, like, oh my goodness.
I talk about you all the time. I was like my bestie, Angela, that we talk on the live stream. He was like, oh yeah, your live stream buddy. He's so funny.
I'm famous.
You are.
You're famous too, because I mentioned you to my mom. I was like, oh, my friend Nicole, and she just it's funny.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
It's true though. It's true. And we have apparently 7 people watching as we're just talking randomly. We're not even playing a rip it or ship it tag anymore. We're just having full-on conversation. If you guys have anything you want to say, final thoughts about our rip it or ship it couples, if you have any requests for future live streams.
Oh yeah, that's fun. Yeah, if you have anything you want us to talk about, or you want us to do, like any fun tags you've done lately and you'd like to see it live, I would love to know that. So we shipped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 couples. 5 out of how many did we do?
5 out of maybe 20.
Yeah, because you had those other names. Yeah,
because I remember we had said, I have the list here. We came up with 10 books that we all knew, that the 2 of us knew, and then we said 4 or 5 surprises. So I did the 15, and then I threw in, I think, an extra 5 just because. So out of 20.
Yeah, that's that's not great odds, but
hey, maybe they'll live happily ever after.
You never know. You never know.
Opposites attract. Relationships surprise you.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the romance genre would not be a $1 billion a year industry.
Seriously. If you have a cup of tea, someone is pouring it.
I love that you tweeted that. That made me so happy.
I love that we watched that. I actually want to watch it again.
And I met Beverly Jenkins again.
Oh my gosh, girl, I was so jealous. And she liked my tweet. Oh my gosh. Beverly Jenkins liked my tweet.
She's following me on Twitter now. My life is officially just made. She's following me, and I just want to melt on the floor and just, fall into a puddle.
Girl. When you said that Beverly Jenkins was following you, I about had a heart attack.
So I went to Bowling Green University because they had the conference researching the romance. And so she was the featured guest speaker. She was the guest of honor. but she was at the conference the whole time. So I actually had several conversations with her. She signed my books.
Oh my gosh.
She was there for my presentation. And then it was so funny. So Saturday, the second day of the conference, it was downpour raining. And so we had a break for lunch. And so everyone kind of went out, but I wanted to get back because it was raining and I knew it was supposed to come down harder. So I went to Panera Bread, got something to go, went back. Guess who the only other person in the room was while I had my lunch?
Beverly Jenkins.
She was the only other person there. And so I had a one-on-one conversation with Beverly Jenkins for around 20, 30 minutes.
Oh,
it was amazing. I was trying so hard to have a normal conversation and not wig out and be fangirling so hard. But it was just, it was worth the entire trip.
Oh my gosh, yes. Maras is saying I want to meet her too. So jealous. Yeah, I seriously want to meet her. I'm so jealous right now. And I want to read all of her books. Ugh.
I got my little video or my little picture of her on Instagram. I did my little selfie with her. Here's the other thing too. She's not only talented, she is probably one of the kindest, sweetest human beings on the face of the planet. She is so adorable. She's little. I mean, she's tiny. She makes me feel tall. She's this little bit of a thing. But I was talking to her one-on-one, and she was so cute because I said to her, "You must get asked the same questions over and over again. How do you deal with that? Does it get tiresome? Do you change up your answers? How do you cope with being asked?" Because she'd already done a couple interviews and conversations, and I had already seen her in YouTube videos and other conversations answer the same questions. So I was just kind of curious, making conversation. And she goes, "It's so much easier to be kind. Kindness is just the way to go. If someone has a question, I will answer as many times as they ask it." And I was just melting. I mean, and she genuinely, you could tell she meant exactly what she was saying. She wasn't saying, again, she was just talking to me one-on-one. She wasn't saying this to a group. She wasn't trying to, pontificate or anything. It was just her being her. And she was just absolutely adorable. I just wanted to hug her. She was so cute.
You did say that she was so nice.
She just has this kind, sweet disposition on her, and she's hysterical. She made the whole room erupt in laughter. She is a treasure. She is an absolute treasure. It was an honor to meet her. And I'm so, and when she followed me, because the thing is, I had that conversation, I had lunch with her, and then when I took my picture, I guess she figured out who I was. And so when she followed me, I was just this mess of emotions going, "Oh my goodness, Beverly Jenkins followed me." I just wanted to fall, down on the floor. The gif when the girl swoons and just drops? That's kind of what I wanted to do. I just wanted to drop to the floor.
Yes, absolutely. When she just liked my tweet, I did that. And now you're like, I met her. I had this full-on conversation. She's following me everywhere. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous.
I never expected that. I never would have thought, in 100 years, Beverly Jenkins would be following me on Twitter, or I'd have a one-on-one conversation over lunch with her.
Oh my God, it's so fantastic.
That just kind of happened. And I was like, I need to tell Nicole.
You're like, I need to tell her immediately. And you did, and I'm so jealous.
Oh, that wasn't why I wanted to tell you, though.
You're like, okay, I need to tell her so she can be jealous. No, because you wanted to share your excitement, because I'm excited for you.
You're going to you're going to meet her someday, and then you're going to say, she's exactly as Angela described. She's just as amazing as I thought she'd be.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I know.
Tiny little peanut.
Just watching her in the Love Between the Covers, I can tell she is such just an amazing human being, just in general.
I took a couple of videos on my phone. I'm gonna try and post a vlog. Again, you know how I am with editing. Editing takes me a while, people, so I'm gonna try to have that done, real soon. But I do have a couple of videos of her answering questions that I might have up sooner. So
awesome.
Some Beverly Jenkins coming your way.
Hannah from Hannah Books and Other Things. Oh my God, are y'all still here? Yes, Hannah, we are.
Well, technically speaking, we figured out we can live stream for up to 8 hours. We won't do 8 hours, but technically speaking, you can live stream for 8 hours.
I know. That's a little much, but I feel like we can do it. I feel like our last live stream, the write-in, we went 3 hours, so and we're at 2.5 now. So, or I think
coffee if we got a comfy chair and we could pretend it's the Truman Show, we could just go for it.
Go for hours. Danielle, hi, how are you? She's saying I may have to check her books out too. She's talking about Beverly Jenkins, and yes, you should. I just recently went on her website and printed out a list of everything she has ever wrote. So I'm just going to go through just basically the list to hopefully I'll be able to get her books. I've been hunting her down at some Goodwills, but I don't hardly ever see her at Goodwill, which is a good and a bad thing. It's a good thing because people don't want to give her books away, and also a bad thing because I want them. So yeah, definitely. Hannah saying, "Yay, we're still here." I hope that's what you're saying. Danielle's asking, "What book do I start with for Beverly Jenkins?" I've heard great things about Indigo.
As I hold it up.
As you hold up, Indigo. Yep.
So this book is actually, again, I was at the conference, so they were handing out their syllabus and the syllabi. Some of the teachers were there talking about how they teach the romance genre, and people were talking about how they teach this book. And then an American Studies professor who does not teach romance, but teaches, again, an American Studies-based class, uses this for her classroom instruction because it is just so well researched. So Indigo is probably one of her most well-known. Deadly Sexy she's having this turned into a movie. They did a GoFundMe campaign, and so Deadly Sexy is becoming a movie. So I would start with either Indigo or Deadly Sexy.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
I'm excited for that. I mean, apparently, she said it was probably going to end up on Amazon or Netflix or something, and so I'm just waiting for the day that I can click on and stream Deadly Sexy because that would be awesome and amazing. I mean, she has a lot of books though, and these ones are now particularly special because they're signed.
Oh, my goodness. Yes.
That's my name at the top.
That's awesome.
I don't fangirl at all. I don't fangirl,
I fangirl way hard.
Hannah. Just a little.
Hannah, I would watch it, LOL. Her movie, Deadly Sexy, or watching us live stream for 8 hours. Maras is saying, looking forward to that. Hopefully it's our next live stream that's going to go on for 8 hours because we're going to do it. One of these days, we're going to do it. Danielle's, I am fine. Still sick with a cold. I feel like the whole cold flu thing that was going around is making it second wind, and I do not like it.
I agree.
Maras says, we don't have her books here. I have to buy them online. Yeah. I mean, I could just do that. I could just, just do it and go on Amazon or wherever and just buy all of her books so I have them. But I like the hunt. I don't know. I did find one of her books. Oh, it's not around here, but I did find one of her books. I think it's called Destiny Surrender. It's part of the Destiny series. I don't know which book that is. I think it's number 2 in that series.
This one's Destiny's Embrace. I might have the other one over there. But I actually, so fun fact for you, I specifically bought these books paper, the paper versions, because I knew I was going to meet her and I wanted her, to get her to sign the books. But I actually have Indigo and Deadly Sexy as ebooks. So I specifically bought the paper ones because I knew I was going to meet her and I wanted her to autograph and sign them for me. I had my reasons for buying the paper versions. But I usually, I have my paper books, but I buy a lot of ebooks as well, especially Beverly Jenkins. So
just so they're readily available.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, of course. I mean, plus I don't know. I mean, I love my paper books, but I really I've been utilizing my iPad a lot more. Just because I think it's easier on my eyes a little bit as well because of the bright screen. Again, you've been wonderful reading the comments. I don't know if y'all have watched our other live streams, and I kind of mentioned this earlier. I wear progressives, so I have to look up versus down. I can't see near or far. So the iPad kind of alleviates some of the eye strain. I do need better lighting in my room, so maybe once I get my lighting fixed up, then I can go back to my paper books. But the e-reader has been helping a lot.
Nice.
Especially because I read so much.
Yeah, definitely. Don't want to cause too much eye strain. But yeah, if the iPad helps, definitely. I did get an iPad mini for Christmas, and I love reading on that thing.
I never thought I'd be converted, but I was converted.
If it's easier for you, do it. Hannah's saying, no, your live stream. Yeah, she would watch us for 8 hours for the live stream. Danielle says, I don't like it either. I got a flu shot. Flu shots are a sham. You still get the flu. LOL. Yeah, I've heard some people say, I have to get a flu shot every year just because I'm in the medical profession. So I have to get my flu shot every year, but I don't ever get sick. But I know my mom, when she gets her flu shots, it never fails. She gets sick every single time. And Danielle is saying, I just bought Indigo on book and added Audible to it. Oh, cool. Awesome. So I would start that. Go right ahead. It's one of those books on my TBR as well.
I mean, I had already had that on my to be read list, and then when I knew she was going to be at the conference, and then when you had asked that, but no, that one didn't win for our Romantics at Heart, but because you Spike my interest, you got that one, piked that there. So I read that soon after.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. I don't know if I added that to my Goodreads list yet. I need to update my Goodreads. I try and do that as frequently as possible, but I don't remember all of them. I mean, I swear my Goodreads, the books that I take credit for versus the ones that I read, there are a lot more that I've read that I probably haven't taken credit for just because I forget. But I need to probably update that one. But yeah, I read that one after you had flagged it because I had already had that on my radar for quite some time. Mm-hmm. And then when I was doing research on her and I knew she was going to be there and everything else, and I started finding out how influential Indigo was, I'm like, I got to read this book. And then when you read it, you go, oh my goodness, I understand the hype. It's one of those books where she kind of just nails it and you have to appreciate it for what it is. I mean, she created her own subgenre of sorts. I mean, she is the queen of writing African-American romance, historical romance. I mean, you kind of got to bow down to her. She's the goddess.
Yeah, that's why I want to read her. I definitely, Indigo was one of my first picks for the Romantics at Heart, and I might just, pick it again. Who knows? Maybe it'll win. So
I
far,
also bought your Beast book there. I bought that one.
Oh, the Beast of Clan Kincaid. It did get some good reviews on Goodreads, but yeah, I have that one, and then I'm 0 for 3 right now. Everyone is picking your books.
Well, technically speaking, I think everyone's picking contemporary romance. I don't know. I mean, I even threw in The Air He Breathes because we had 2 contemporaries, and I thought, oh, everyone seems like contemporary. I'll change my second pick because people seem to really like contemporary romance. And so I thought I'd give them an option again because that seems to be what people gravitate towards. But no, they still voted for their contemporary romances over there.
Yep, we got some contemporary lovers.
Which is totally fine. I mean, Archer's voice stole my heart. So, I mean, I was very happy with the first one. Second book, I really enjoyed it. Hopefully the third book will, be good as well. I mean, so far we're on a roll. I really don't want anything to hinder that.
Like I said, having Archer's voice as the first pick, that really set the bar pretty high. So,
and I already got Where'd He Go? I'm like, I have my own little shipping going on over here. Yeah, I love him. I will learn sign language for him.
Morass is saying, do historical for all the choices.
You already read The Air He Breathes, I'm pretty sure. I saw this on Twitter. You already read this book, and I think you gave it, 4.5, 4 stars out of 5, so.
I think I saw that on her Twitter as well.
I was gonna say, I think you're one of our contemporary lovers over there.
Yeah, but, maybe we just do, since we did, we're doing 3 contemporaries, maybe we'll just have all the picks for be historical, and then we can have a historical just to change it up just a little bit.
I mean, I'm open to suggestions. I mean, I haven't chosen my next 2 picks yet, so
I haven't either.
Historical, that I come across that has amazing reviews. I mean, it would be kind of interesting. I don't know if you'd be up to it, but I mean, we could always do a theme night or something, do a historical romance talk or do a suspense romance talk or something, and kind of pitch our favorites for those or something. Or do a secondary book of the month. I don't know how that would work, but we could always do something like that. Especially now that you know how to do live streams.
Yay! Yeah, I would love to do a theme night.
I mean, we could just totally take over your Tuesday nights. I mean, we could do a regular Romantics Heart, then we could do a movie nights, then we could do a theme night the following Tuesday. Just take over your Tuesdays.
like we did this month. We like last this week we're here doing the Rip It or Ship It. I mean, we're no longer doing the Rip It or Ship It. We're just talking now. But we started off doing the
5 minutes ago.
And then last week we did the Who Picked This Movie, and then the week before that was our book pick for Romantics at Heart. And what are we doing next week, guys?
I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions, let us know.
I know. Yeah, totally. Guys, in the comments, if you have any suggestions about what you want us to do, books you want us to read, live stream ideas, I'm so open for it. I love doing the live stream. Morass is down with that too. Yeah.
Oh, us taking over Tuesdays?
Kelsey from Hardback Haven. Hi, ladies. Okay, so Kelsey, she has been one of my buddy reads for like the beginning of this whole year. At the end of each month, we've been doing a Sandra Brown book, and I think we've done 2 already. Next week, we're starting White Hot, and Sandra Brown is actually one of my favorite authors. She is an Insta author for me. Anything she comes out with, anything new, I'm buying it. We've been reading her suspense romance books, and Kelsey used to read Sandra Brown, but she hasn't for a very long time. So when I retweeted Sandra's her new book is coming out in August, she's like, I haven't read Sandra Brown in forever. And ooh, Max. So he's awake. So it started off this buddy reading adventure that, the end of every month we do a Sandra Brown for our buddy read. So, and she actually
not you, the dog.
No, I know you meant Max. He's just, he's saying like, hey, you're ignoring me.
No, someone made noise in the hallway. I can't hear what's going on though because of the headphones. I just knew because his face was staring at the door. I knew exactly what he was upset about. I just don't know what the noise was.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how I know Kelsey. She's super sweet, and we buddy read with my friend Jen. She's sometimes on my channel as well. So she's saying, yay, so fun. Yeah. Our love of Sandra Brown, which if you guys haven't read Sandra Brown, you totally should. She's been writing for a while, since the 80s. So she has about 60 to 70 works out. So she's amazing. Have you read any Sandra Brown, Angela?
Not in a very long time. I probably a while ago, because again, she's been around for a while. She's been around a while. Mm-hmm. So probably it's probably been a couple of years. I need to catch up on my Sandra. I mean, I was going to say, if you want an extra buddy in your buddy read, amazing. I have a few of her books on my to be read list, but I don't know which ones they are. So when you guys said that book, I was like, I got to go look that one up. I don't know what I have where, because she has so many. It's hard to keep track almost.
Yeah. So next weekend we're starting White Hot. So if you have that, I would love it if you joined us. Kelsey, would you?
I'm sorry. I need to, I felt like that weird party guest who showed up unannounced, but they have the food, so you kind of want to let them
in. Kelsey, if you say yes, I say yes. She's amazing. I know you guys will hit it off great because you both are really great.
I know. I've seen her pop up. I know who she is. I mean, when you're telling us how amazing she is, I'm like, yeah, I'm nodding so you can't see me because she's talking. For some reason, whenever you're talking, can't see what's going on with the other person. But yeah, I'm nodding along. Yeah, she's awesome. Everyone should go follow her. Everyone should go check out her Twitter and everything else in between.
Morass is saying, I love her contemporary romance novels. I like her contemporary as well. I have everything that she's ever written. So I've read a lot of her. And I love her contemporary romance as well. They're kind of on the shorter side. They're not as big as her suspense romance, but you get through them very quickly. Some of my favorite of her contemporaries is Hakotual's Hostage. I've read that probably 17 times. I love it. And Kelsey is saying, yes, of course, the more the merrier. So yay! If you have that book on your TBR and you have that book and you want to join us, we will add you to the buddy read chat on Boxer. And she's saying, you guys are so sweet. And Hannah's saying, I went and followed. You're adorable. Thank you so much. Everyone's just finding friends. I love it.
We're bringing bookish people together. How long has your channel been in existence? I was going to say, bringing bookish people together since 2017.
I've actually started my channel October 2016.
Okay, bringing bookish people together since October 2016.
And Kelsey followed Hannah back. Love it. See, yep, we are bringing people together.
Aw, we're spreading the bookish love.
Love it.
You cannot spread anything better than that. Aren't you glad we kept this live stream going because you two found each other?
Yeah, exactly. I love that when she came back. Y'all are still here.
Yeah, I mean, you must have finished Narnia very quickly.
How many chapters are you reading a night? They're pretty short. I mean, honestly, I probably got through them in a couple hours.
Yeah, mine are over there. They're behind my Lord of the Rings. I don't know if they're in shot, but yeah, I have them on my bookshelf.
They should go right here, but I don't have them up here because I read them last month. So they're actually in my pile, which I need to film a March wrap up, which I haven't yet. It's very late, so sorry about that. But I do need to film a March wrap up, and they're in that pile, so I know I can keep track of which books that I've read. Hannah, she says she's only 5, so only a few pages keep her interest, honestly. Yeah, I mean, but as long as, it's like, her bedtime and you're reading it as a bedtime story, if she it relaxes her and zonks her out, cool.
I mean, honestly, I think this is one of those books that's just so amazing because you can read it at any age and you'll appreciate it for different things every time you read it, because you're not going to get the Christian undertones. You're not going to get, a lot of the thematic issues till you're older, but at the same time, you can appreciate it when you're a kid because it's just so well written and you love the characters, you love Narnia. I mean, it's one of those books that you just have to, just acknowledge the literary value and beauty of it. And again, that sounded very English majory of me, but I mean, I love those books. And I love C.S. Lewis. I love him so much.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, you get like the fantasy, so you get the fun and adventure, and it starts off quick. I feel like you're never bored when you're reading those books, and it keeps your attention throughout the entire book and even the entire series. Like, even though like some books aren't as good as the other books, like my favorite book is Voyage of the Dawn Treader, and my and my least favorite book is The Horse and His Boy. So honestly, but even though I say most favorite and least favorite, they're great books. They're still amazing. So
I mean, I also know what a Turkish delight is because of these
because of Chronicles of Narnia.
That's the only reason I know what a Turkish delight is, which I don't know what that says about me, but that's the only reason I know what that dessert is.
I kind of like want to have a Turkish delight. I've never had one. And hot cocoa. And I want one of those things where she just pours it into the snow and things like magically happen. I would love that. Hannah, because I read it as a kid, I didn't fully understand much, but you are right. It is all fun and adventure, but now I see so much more. This way for your num-nums. Yeah, definitely. It's great. And the fact I think I read The Magician's Nephew and then Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, obviously, because I read those for school, but I didn't continue on with the whole series. And yes, I've seen the movies. So to actually sit down and read back to back those books and just get the whole series, it was a wonder. It was wonderful.
I mean, I am a big C.S. Lewis fan. Not just the Chronicles of Narnia. I love his kind of memoirs and the notes he has. Oh my goodness. I have his collection over there. He is just, he's so talented, and he has this way about his writing that's emotional, and there's this poignant nature to it. I mean, if he writes something, I'm going to read it. And I just saw the comment pop up. I just finished Archer's Voice, and you loved it. Yes. And I've already taken Archer Hale. I'm going to keep this. I should frame this. Archer Hale is mine. I love him.
Is yours.
He's mine. I know he's your little cinnamon roll, but he's my literary husband. He's up there on my bookish boyfriend list. He's the literary husband. I love him.
Kelsey is saying it's been over 20 years since I read them. Need to read them again. So glad you enjoyed it. You were talking about Chronicles of Narnia. I see a lot of his work. I recently picked up Mere Christianity by him as well.
Yep, that's what I was pointing at. I have Mere Christianity. I have all of his stuff over here. Miracles, just all of his writings on Christianity. He also did some papers and just retorts. I did a class on Paradise Lost by John Milton, and I I was brushing up on my religious texts, and he was one of my go-tos just because, when I say I love him, I mean I really love his writing. I am just such a fan. Chronicles of Narnia, his memoirs, his letters, just C.S. Lewis for the win, man. C.S. Lewis for the win.
That's amazing.
And my dog is asleep at my feet now.
Oh, well, at least he's no longer like just staring at you weirdly.
I know. He never got what he wanted. He does that when he wants something, but I didn't give him anything, so
maybe he just gave up.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. So any other thoughts, questions, opinions? Comment. Daniel is saying, I don't think I have read his books. I've seen the movies. The movies were very well done. I like the movies. Did you like the first one?
I remember seeing the first one in theaters. I don't think I saw the other ones in theaters, but I definitely rented them. Yeah, what's his name? Liam Neeson is the voice of Aslan there. So, that was kind of interesting. He's the voice of God. You kind of got to go with it.
I think he was a great Aslan. He was.
Yeah.
I love Liam Neeson's voice, though. He's like a fantastic.
It's Liam Neeson. I have to admit, though, when I first saw the movie, I was so upset with the scene where he sacrifices himself. I was devastated. I was crying. I knew he was coming back, but still, I was not happy.
That was a rough scene. That was definitely a rough scene.
And then she's wearing the fur into battle. I was just so upset. Upset.
I hated Tilda Swinton for a long time. So Morass is following everybody. Yay! Friends, bookish friends. She's saying she can't find Danielle. Other people pop up when I search for you. Oh. Hannah, oh my god, I did not realize that. Didn't realize what? I'm sorry, we've been talking about a bunch of stuff. Or that Liam Neeson is the voice of Aslan? Did we just make your life right now? He also is the voice of the yew tree on Monster Calls, if anybody has watched that movie.
He's also the voice in The Nut Job.
In The Nut Job. That was... Excuse me, like crack up over here. He's also the voice in The Nut Job. Oh no, I'm getting like that smoker's laugh. Like it's oh no. Oh, that was great. Oh, I got the giggles. Kelsey's oh my god, LOL. Oh, that's so funny. You're still laughing over there.
Your reaction was priceless.
The more you laugh, the more I'm gonna laugh.
Oh my god, you made me cry. I love it.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna cry. My face is all red. Oh my gosh.
Oh, reaction.
Oh, you just perked up so but the nut job. I love that. I loved it. Now I have to go watch The Nut Job because I actually have never watched that movie. Oh, that was good. Oh. You know when you laugh so hard, like your back starts hurting?
Oh. Well, we gotta be careful with you. We don't want anything to happen.
Oh, goodness. That was funny. Oh, my goodness. The Nut Job. Immediate. Oh.
It's the movie with Katherine Heigl and the guy who used to be married to Amy Poehler. They're the voices and they're squirrels.
Oh, I've seen trailers for it. I've never seen the movie, but now I want to.
I didn't realize it was gonna be a thing.
Oh, that's fantastic. Hannah saying, I have not seen the nut job, but from how hard y'all are laughing, it must be hilarious.
It's okay.
You're like, it's, you know, I was just laughing at that that reaction. That was great.
Well, you guys are naming all these profound movies where he's this voiceover, and so I mean, it was just, I don't know, it was there. I just had to go for it.
And I love that you did.
See, aren't you happy we kept this live stream going right after we finished the tag? I mean, we finished this a while ago. Now we're just chatting.
My cheeks. Yeah, that was like, yeah, he's been the voice of God. He was the yew tree. He was in the nut job. Oh, that was great. Thank you for that. Hannah, she's just dying laughing too. It's okay. Oh, that was fantastic.
Oh, because I was like, it's fine.
It's okay. It's fine.
It's fine. I mean, it's not going to change your life, you know. It's not going to win an Oscar.
Oh, gosh, that was funny.
You should watch Coco, though. Coco's really good.
I've heard Coco's really good. I have not seen it, though. And I haven't seen Moana either. I'm sorry. Don't hate and unfollow
Well, you
me.
should watch Coco first.
Okay, I'll watch Coco
I mean,
first.
I enjoyed Moana, but Coco's really good.
Coco. Okay, so I have to watch The Nut Job, Coco, Moana.
You also have to watch The Shape of Water.
Yes. Oh my God. Okay, that's number one. So
one.
it's Shape of Water, The Nut Job, Coco, and Moana.
I love how you just want to see The Nut Job now, just cause.
Just cause. Hannah loved Coco too.
It's amazing. I love that movie.
Moana is also good. Yes, I've heard great things about both. Honestly, I don't know why I didn't see Moana. Is it okay? Good. I'll definitely have to check it out. Hannah, Nut Job is a top priority.
I mean, he's the voice of, I think, this raccoon or something. I mean, it was there. It was, you know, couldn't let that one go.
That was great. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was good. All right. Thank you. All right. So I now have 4 movies I need to watch. Danielle has not seen Coco or The Nut Job, but she's seen Moana.
I think The Nut Job, you can stream it on Amazon, and Moana, you can stream it on Netflix.
Cool. I'll have to check it out. I love how this went from Rip It or Ship It to Lord of the Rings, Chronicles of Narnia, Sandra Brown, Chronicles of Narnia, and now The Nut Job.
You're welcome.
I love it. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. I'm going to love that movie just because of you.
I mean, it's fine. I mean, it has its moments. I mean, it's a cartoon squirrel trying to steal nuts. I mean,
of course.
There's not really much else to say with that one. I mean, it's got Liam Neeson as a voice.
Sold.
I mean, I think he should narrate every audiobook ever.
He should. Oh my gosh, I should go on Audible and just search Liam Neeson and just see what books he's narrated.
Well, what was it? I don't mean this to get political now, but last week tonight they have their spoof of Marlon Bundo book, and they have all the celebrities narrating Marlon Bundo, and it's just awesome. He's not one of the voices, but they have John Lithgow. They have why am I blanking on his name? Jim Parsons, the guy who plays Sheldon on The Big Bang Theory.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
They have one of the actors from Modern Family. They have Ellie Kemper. They have all these actors' voices, and it's just awesome.
That's great. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to look up and see if Liam Neeson has narrated any audiobooks. I actually love his voice. His voice is majestic.
And it was in The Nut Job.
It's in The Nut Job.
I feel like that's going to become a GIF.
It should be. You just perked right up. I just saw you like in this little box down here. It's in The Nut Job. Love that.
Oh boy. Well, it's 11 o'clock my time, so maybe I'm just getting like really punch happy tired. We don't know. Keep me talking. See what else comes out of my mouth.
Yeah, I almost forget like the time difference because I'm just like, I want you to live in my neighborhood so bad. So I'm like, but yeah, I forget you're 3 hours ahead of me because of the daylight savings. But all right, if y'all don't have anything else, we still haven't, I haven't seen any live stream stuff in the comments yet. Richard Armitage. Oh my gosh. So Marash just said Richard Armitage is my favorite voice to listen to. And girl, I am right there with you.
I used to also love, I know he passed away, but I used to love Severus Snape there. I used to love him.
Yeah, Alan Rickman. He's fantastic.
I loved him. Turn to page 394.
Yes. But I actually want just to look up and just see, because you can search by narrator and just see if they have narrated anything, because that would be awesome to listen to. For Richard Armitage, I do have a collection of love poems on my Audible that he narrates. Some Shakespeare, Annabelle Lee from Edgar Allan Poe. It's just some E.E. Cummings as well. So yeah, if you have an extra credit and you don't know what just to spend it on, definitely look up that. It's just a collection of love poems, and it's narrated by Richard Armitage. He is fantastic. What books has he done? Are you talking about Richard Armitage, or are you talking about Liam Neeson? I'm not sure. I'll have to look up any more by Richard Armitage and by Liam Neeson, but I will definitely be looking that up. Oh, also, if you want to, Tom Hiddleston, he also narrates some Shakespeare. And if you just go on YouTube and you just type in Tom Hiddleston narrates love poems or Shakespeare, you just sit back and relax and enjoy that. You're welcome, because that's fantastic.
Does your husband know what you Google?
I'm like, here, babe, listen to this. He'd be like, what does this mean? Shakespeare.
You're like, I need you to have a British accent. I need you to read this. Yes, I need you to read this to me with your fake British accent now.
That would be awesome. Yeah, Tom Hiddleston actually narrates my favorite William Shakespeare sonnet, Shall I Compare Thee to a Summer's Day? And it was fantastic. Hannah is saying, oh my God, Annabelle Lee is my favorite poem from Poe. Yes, absolutely. I love...
Mine too.
I love The Raven, but I do also love Annabelle Lee.
No, Annabelle Lee wins for me over The Raven. I mean, I told you, I always go for the love, the narrative there. I always go for the romance, so Annabelle Lee wins.
Hannah is also saying she loves Tom. Yes. He's just such a great and decent human being. Every time I watch him, like in an interview or just him, just naturally, he's fantastic.
It was so funny. The other day at the conference, someone referred to him as the modern Duke because of celebrity culture and how technically Dukes were celebrities and how he is technically the equivalent of a modern day Duke. And it was so funny to hear him referred to in that way, because I kind of went, yeah. People just kind of accepted it and moved on. There was no questions about that in the argument. Someone was just kind of like, yeah, he's a Duke.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Marassa is saying, listen to Wanderlust by Lauren Blakely. Oh, okay. Why does that sound familiar, Lauren Blakely? I think I probably have some books by her.
I think that's over here somewhere. I don't know. It's over here somewhere.
Hannah's saying, oh, I love The Raven too. I tried to name my daughter Lenore. LOL. Yeah, that's fantastic. I don't know. I just think it's like the creep factor, because if there's one thing that, I do love romance. I love the relationship aspect of stories as well. But I am obsessed with horror movies and horror genre as well. So the creep factor in there just really got me as well. I love The Raven and how it's just chilling. It sends chills down your spine. I love it.
The Telltale Heart is what kills me. If you want, that's the one. The Telltale Heart.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
For Creep Factor.
Creep Factor.
I can't find it. I know it's here somewhere in the bookshelves. I was looking for it.
I think I either have something in my Kindle. I'll have to look because I know that name sounds super familiar. Lauren.
If you like horror, H.P. Lovecraft is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
He's got some spine-chilling stuff.
Yep. Oh, the only thing I have from Lauren Blakely is After This Night. I knew that name sounded familiar though.
I have it over here somewhere. It's I have double rows too, so it's hard to see everything.
So do I. Yeah, I have double rows in these two shelves, in the shelf that's over there, and then the shelf that Angela, I have in my office. Double rows. It's the only way. And I still have boxes of books everywhere. Like this stack of books here is on top of a box. I have a box here, box over there, just full of books, and I have my rows double stacked. I mean, are you kidding me right now?
I have books on my kitchen counter. I have books on my kitchen table. I have books on my over there on my desk. I have 3 more bookshelves, all with double rows in my office. I have my bookshelf. I have my TV on a bookcase with books in there. I mean, I got books.
And it's the reader, reader life, and I completely understand.
And that's not even including everything on this thing. We're not even touching this. I mean, this is several bookcases unto itself.
That's a whole nother ball game there.
Especially because we have the Kindle and the iBooks. We got 2.
Yeah, I have the iBooks. I have Audible, Kindle, my Nook. I used to have a Nook as well. Yeah, I have it all on my phone or on my iPad now that I have my iPad. And yeah, definitely. I just love it. Maras is saying Wanderlust is narrated by Richard Armitage. Thank you so much. I'm gonna have to go look that up now. She's also saying, I see your J.R. Ward collection. Yes, I love me some J.R. Ward. I read everything by her as well. So don't we all, Angela said.
The brotherhood. Don't we all?
Yes. My favorite. Nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
My favorite brother is Sadist. I love him so much.
I don't even remember who my favorite was. I just remember I just kind of ate those books where I just kind of was like, yep, I'm going to keep reading.
Oh, yeah. It was like one right after the other until I caught up. And now I have to wait a year for everyone to come out, which one just came out. The Thief just came out this week.
See, I also want to kind of regather it myself a little bit. So again, I'm probably going to have to reread before I read that one. I do that. I reread a lot of books. It's like watching, someone one time, this just came up. Someone asked me, oh, why do you reread books? I go, well, why do you rewatch movies?
Seriously.
Yeah.
Danielle's saying, I don't have bookshelves. I have a Kindle. You have bookshelves in your Kindle?
I know. I was trying to read, but I couldn't. So thank you.
You're welcome.
My eyes are drifting, but I couldn't get there unless you guys wanted to look at the top of my head.
And then Maras is saying, Z is also my favorite. Scarred Heroes are my kryptonite. Yeah, he is fantastic. I loved his book and the little novella in the Insider's Guide with him and Bella and Nala. Oh my gosh. It tore me up inside. Kelsey saying, alrighty, I gotta run. Have a great night, ladies. Good night, Kelsey. Thank you so much for stopping by. You're so sweet. And I can't wait to start White Hot.
I know. I'm joining a buddy read. Thank you for having me.
I love you so much. You're like, I kind of just like invited myself, but I love it.
Hey. I mean, you could have said no.
No, I'm not saying no. I would never say no to you. Girl. Have we just met? No, I would never say no to you.
I know. I kind of wish I had a cup of tea or something because I feel like I'm kind of losing my little steam. I'm like trying to get myself awake.
Oh, no. It's 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 11 o'clock your time. No. You need to go to beddy bye. But I wish I could read everything with you, Angela.
It sounded like you wanted to like tug me in. Like,
I'll tuck you in.
How much wine have you had over there?
Okay, I'm gonna show you the bottle, but this bottle was nearly empty. Okay,
I'm sure it was.
it was.
Sure.
Okay, it was about here-ish. So like 3 glasses. Sure, it was. Like, you know me, you do. But I wanted to finish this. It was, it was only 3 glasses.
It's 11 your time too. Where are you? I'm in DC. Washington, DC.
If you're anywhere on the East Coast, it is 11. I'm in Phoenix, so I'm in the Mountain Standard Time.
She's got the warm weather. She's got, sunshine.
Yeah,
It's 11 a.m. Oh my gosh. She's eating her breakfast.
Yeah, she said she eats her breakfast.
Oh my gosh. That's too funny.
It's 8 p.m. here. It's 8 p.m. my time. Ooh, Hannah's in Michigan.
Hey, I was just I was gonna say Detroit, but you're going to be in DC Friday. What are you coming to DC for?
That's fun. I want to go.
What are you coming to DC for? I mean, is it the cherry blossoms? I mean, we got the cherry blossoms, so that's kind of the thing now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I ended up in Detroit. So, fun fact, my plane was supposed to leave from the Toledo airport. My flight got canceled, and so I had to drive from Bowling Green to Detroit, and then from Detroit, my flight got delayed 5 more times.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, that was fun. I was in the airport for a very long time, and then I flew from Detroit to Charlottesville. I ended up somewhere, and then I had a layover, and then I ended up finally getting back to DC. It was a thing.
Oh my goodness.
You live in Detroit. Hey, I was just there. Hey, I was in your gift shop and your airport for a very long time. Your cousin lives in DC. Oh, that's great. Oh no, I mean it was awful. Thank you, but I mean I'm back home now. I mean I was on the verge of tears because I just wanted to leave at that point, and you feel trapped. And then I hit turbulence, and I looked out the window. I saw lightning. I thought I was gonna die. I thought it was gonna hit the plane wing. I thought it was that movie. Do you remember Major League with Charlie Sheen, where they're in this just terrible airplane and it looks like it's gonna fall apart? That's what I thought was gonna happen. I just thought I was gonna die. I was convinced because I just kept getting delay after delay after delay. I was just convinced something was gonna go wrong.
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, you're home. I know, like when you're done traveling and it's like your flight home and you just want to get home, the last thing you want to do is suffer so many delays. That's, oh my gosh, ridiculous.
Well, because here's the other thing too. I had a connecting flight, so every time it got delayed, I was missing my connecting. Every single time I lost every time because I can pull up the text messages. It got delayed 5 times, I'm pretty sure, in total. So it kept getting delayed, but every time it got pushed, I missed my connecting. That was fun.
Oh my gosh.
The people at the help desk, they loved me.
They're like, I'm back now. Hi.
Yeah. Every time it was awesome because every time there was an announcement, everybody had to go rush to the help desk. I thought it was gonna get trampled. It was like the survival of the fittest, or the strongest, because everyone would run to the help desk and you'd end up in the same line again because they'd have to rebook you every single time.
Every single time. Oh my goodness, girl. I'm glad you're back home and you don't have to deal with that.
Thank you. I'm happy to be back home too.
That's crazy.
Yep. I mean, granted, it was it was the weather, so you can't even be mad about it.
Right. It's not something like, they overbooked their flight or whatever, which that's happened before.
Yeah, I don't like flying.
No one likes flying.
I mean, we hit turbulence. I mean, that's the thing. I thought, when you hit turbulence at X amount of thousands of feet in the air, that's fun.
Yeah.
Feet in the air, excuse me. Yeah, so that was a little nerve-wracking.
I remember that one time when I was flying back from DC, funny enough, we hit this pocket of air and we just dropped, like straight sheared, like the plane dropped, and I'm like, ah. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was because it was raining really hard when I came in, so they had to, it was fine, but I mean, it felt weird. We were hitting the bumps, and seeing the lightning didn't exactly help my nerves. That was what killed me. The lightning. When you look out the window and you see the flash, and not the flash CW.
Not Barry Allen.
No.
Not Grant Gustin.
No.
Hannah.
It was a small flight too. Like there was only 2 rows of seats on either side, which is why I was comparing it to Major League, because it was a small plane. It's like, yeah, this can handle turbulence.
Oh my gosh. Hannah, she's like, oh my gosh, I would have peed.
Well, okay. I will never understand this. So again, it feels as if I'm on a roller coaster ride at this point, right? So, we're in the air, we're an hour into it. And so it's all bumps. And so at one point we kind of do drop a little bit. I grab the armrest in front, like next to me, and my body kind of like jolted because I was so frightened. And the guy next to me, he's been sleeping through everything. He wakes up and gives me this dirty look like I'm the reason he woke up. Meanwhile, everyone else around us is freaking out because, turbulence. Meanwhile, this guy's been sleeping through it, and because I move abruptly, he looks at me like I'm this, terrible human being. And I'm looking at him going, are you serious? I'm giving him this look like, I'm sorry, but, come on.
Oh my gosh. I would have been like, yes, can I help you?
How do you sleep through that? I honestly don't know. Everyone else was awake, but this guy next to me looked like he was in a coma.
He must have taken like some Ambien or something.
He had to have. There was no way he wasn't medicated.
Oh, yeah, seriously.
You hate the passengers? I
hate passengers. You just need like a private jet so you can just, fly yourself.
The girl, again, I had the connecting flight, so I had, a total of 4 different people next to me, flying. Most of them are fine. It was just the guy who gave me the dirty look when I, whatever. At that point, I didn't care. I thought I was going to die anyway.
You're like, I just want to go home now. Danielle's saying she'd rather take a train. Hannah's saying, when they are like that, yes, she hates passengers. Yeah. When they're not understanding, like you're all going through this together, that's when you bound together and you just get through it.
Oh, when the delays kept happening, everyone at the same time would have that same exasperated sigh going, oh, now what is it? Oh. Everyone had the same reaction. It was funny.
Yeah.
You were not alone.
Alrighty.
I know, it's almost 11:15.
Yeah, I know. It's getting late for you, girl. It's getting late for you. But any other comments? Any other questions? Concerns? This was so much fun. Again, I love you. I love your face. I love you so much.
I love your face. And I'm glad I'm so happy you're okay. I was like, I need to check on my Nicole.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call it a night here soon. Yeah, my back in this just because I'm sitting on the floor in front of my bookshelves. But yeah, it's in this particular position. But yeah, but I know you need to go to bed. It's 11 o'clock for you, and then yeah, I'm gonna have to either. I don't know. I haven't broken into my muscle relaxers yet. I'll probably just suffer through it. Maybe some like a heating pad or something.
You could be like the guy in the plane. He just sleeps through everything.
Yeah, I was like, I'll just go to sleep and hopefully it'll be fine.
Well, did you? I haven't. I'm behind. I'm wearing my NaNoWriMo t-shirt. I'm behind with my word count. I need to catch up.
I'm behind too. I felt so bad. I'm like, oh, but I commented because I was like, I've been absent this whole time except for that first week. And now I'm like, hi guys. And I just updated some stuff. But yeah, I'm a little bit behind too.
I know. I was wearing my shirt for inspiration, but
Yeah. Hannah, nope. I'm about to go trudge through ACOTAR with Tamlin, LOL. Oh my God, you're sitting on the floor. Yep, I'm sitting on the floor. Danielle, what's going on with that Cozy Mystery Club book? It's a Salt and Pepper, isn't it? When are you guys meeting? Wednesday?
Not this week.
No. Next week. I'm sorry. It's the last Wednesday, right?
Is it? It's not next week, is it? It's the following week. Is next week the last Wednesday of the month? Yes, it is. So it is going to be the 25th. So I better read that book this weekend.
I was like, I think it is because I think the 30th is the Monday. So yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm actually defending my dissertation proposal on the 26th.
You are? It's not because you did the mock one and now you're actually defending it. Cool. Okay, the 26th.
Too much. The one where I was told I smile and laugh too much. And
you tell her to shut up. I think you do you and you're perfect. And if she has a problem with you smiling, she can just.
Well, it was so funny because I gave my presentation at the conference and someone came up to me afterwards. And so it was so funny because she said, "Oh, you're so approachable. You're so sweet." And so, I mean, again, my natural disposition is to smile and, try and be as polite as possible. And so some people like that. This woman likes that.
Yeah. Okay. So the 26th, I'll have to make a note because I will be thinking and praying for you.
Yes, I'm going to get all dressed up in my professional business blazer. I'm going to have my PowerPoint and handouts, and I'm going to have my written proposal done and submitted. So it's going to be a thing. That's thank awesome. You. Thank you. Oh, you guys are so sweet. I know this has been a year of my life just doing this proposal. I mean, I already have a lot of, work put into getting the data, getting all the templates. I had to get all my academic permissions, IRB, and everything else. So it's been a lot of work. So, I mean, this is the culmination of a lot of time and energy. So I'm really hoping it goes well.
You'll do, you're perfect. You're going to do great.
Oh, you're so sweet. I really appreciate the well wishes. I mean, you've been there through this. I mean, I feel like you've been along for the ride.
I have. I'm trying to support you. And when you were going through that rough patch, I felt so bad and I wanted to just attack anyone who made you sad.
It was so funny. It was, someone the other day said, "You are so harmless. When people are mean to you, I don't get it." And I was like, "Thank you." I really, I do just try and mind my own business, do my own thing. But I mean, yeah, I haven't had the easiest time getting this up and going. So I'm really happy that it's finally almost, I'll go from being a PhD student to a PhD candidate.
That's awesome.
You'll be fine.
You'll be just fine.
So the night before, at least this will take my mind off it. I won't be, a nervous wreck just sitting at home, biting my nails. I'll be talking about a cozy mystery. So
there you go.
It'll make me feel better. It'll be, be talking about a salt and pepper there.
And hopefully it's a fantastic cozy mystery and you love it. So you can just gush about it and your mind will be not on, nerves on your dissertation. It's going to be great. Hannah is asking what your dissertation is on.
My dissertation is on the stigmatization of the romance reader, and so how romance readers are utilizing social media platforms to combat and negate the stigma.
And I love it.
Basically, I'm curious as to finding out certain themes as to why people feel stigmatized, how they're trying to combat it, and then kind of what technological affordances, allow them to alleviate the stigma. And so if you can then hopefully channel that can be of great use. And also, I also think I'll point to a lot of things that are hopefully wrong about the stigma, and so also highlighting those as well. So why do people feel this way? Because I'm also going to be coding for a number of different things. So hopefully I'll have a number of chapters, not specifically just on social media, but about the stigma, about the genre, and about the readership. So I love romance. This is why this book tag and, Nicole and I are perfect, romance genre. It really is my life. I read romance, I talk about romance. It's a real thing.
I love it, and I really feel like you are so passionate about it and you do have a lot of knowledge. That's why I think you're going to hit it out of the park. You'll be great.
Oh, thank you. I mean, that's the thing. I really had to fight for this topic. I really, really did. But I believe in it. And again, I really do care about it. And I care about the readers. And, the romance genre, they just got a New York Times reviewer, but, now she's doing it quarterly. So, I mean, it finally got the reviewer, but she's doing it quarterly. So, I mean, making progress, but still not, the best progress. So why is that? And even then, now in Romancelandia, there's still issues. So there's a lot to be, unpacked and dissected and talked about.
Absolutely. Hannah's saying, well, I read romance, so if you have any studies going on, let me know. I can do surveys or anything you need if you are at that stage in your study.
Well, I'm going to be doing a multi-method project. So I am going to be doing interviews. I already interviewed this lovely over here. I interviewed Nicole. She was my first preliminary interview. And so I'm going to, my goal is to interview 40 people for romance readers, to do the ethnographic type of study, because I think a lot can be kind of impacted from interviews, specifically because you have the real life experiences, but I am going to be doing a survey. So I'm going to do quantitative and qualitative because this way the numbers will hopefully reflect what's being, spoken about and, kind of gathered from the interviews. So hopefully they'll be, indicative and reflect one another. But I am going to be doing a survey to have the numbers as well. This has been going on. So I got funding from my university. So I am going to be doing a survey, and I'm going to be using Qualtrics. So I'm going to be having a graphic designer and a web person, make this really interactive and fun and colorful. And then I'm going to be offering gift cards as sort of incentive and a way of thanking people. So the survey is going to be made and disseminated probably a couple different times. So it's coming. So I am going to probably take you up on that offer.
That's great. I love that. That sounds like so much fun. Like just the design of it all. That sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of work. I mean,
yeah. Oh, yeah. It's. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy. Even just speaking on the phone with Qualtrics. I've called them. I've been on the phone with them for a solid few hours over the last couple of weeks. Trying to figure out how to. I'll be on. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you. So with Qualtrics, they have their own population of survey respondents, but the whole thing is you don't want to tell them what your survey is on preemptively. So there has to be questions to kind of weed out people beforehand. So I'm telling you, I'm studying romance genre and romance readership. So basically, now we've determined, okay, we're going to have all the genres listed. They're going to have to check the boxes once they read. So if they check romance, then they can move on to the next, phase. But again, we had to talk this out, figure out the best approach. There's so much to be kind of considered when it comes to doing survey research. I mean, I've taken classes unto themselves just how to do surveys. So, I mean, it's a lot. It's not easy. So that's why when, you're defending, you have to have all these answers and be ready for whatever your professors say. So I'm really hoping I've done my homework and, they're not going to say anything about my methodology, my project. So fingers crossed.
I'll be thinking about you.
Oh, you're very sweet. You're so positive. I love it. And I appreciate it so much.
Yeah. So, and you have Morass volunteering if you ever need the perspective of an AOC. I volunteer. And Hannah's saying it's exciting. Well, if you need people, I'll be happy to help. It really does sound fun. Yeah. And, I will literally do anything for you.
Oh, thank you. You're offering. Here's the thing. I am going to be taking up on that because I really do want to get, different perspectives and different readers. Because the whole thing is there's no such thing as the average romance reader. There's no such thing. And so usually you reach interview saturation around 15 to 20 people. And so I've already done 5 preliminary interviews and not one person has said the same thing as the next person. I've done 5 interviews and there's no overlap.
Wow.
So my original goal was to do 15 to 20, and then it was 20 to 30, and now it was like 30 to 40. So I just keep upping my number of interviews because the whole goal is to find the themes that connect people. But so far, there are no themes.
That it's just because, like you said, there's no such thing as the average romance reader. I really believe that the readers of this genre are just as diverse as the genre itself, because you can find like so many different subgenres within romance, and I find like the readers of this genre are exactly the same like that. Like there's just so many different types of romance readers, and I just think that's one of the really great things about the romance genre.
I was like, bow down, praise, like how agree with you wholeheartedly. It was so funny. I was talking to a woman just this morning, and I said I was studying the romance genre, and so I was talking to her, and it was so funny because you'll appreciate this because the documentary Love Between the Covers. So I made a comment about romance fiction, about how Nicholas Sparks doesn't write romance genre, and she goes, "What?" And so I say, "Yeah, romances have to have a happily ever after, and a lot of his books don't have a happily ever after." And she goes, "But he writes romance." And I go, "No. He doesn't write romance. He writes romance fiction, or fiction romance. And so she goes, well, what about Romeo and Juliet? And I go, oh my gosh,
No.
that is a tragedy. That is, no happily ever after. And so I tell her, the definition of the romance genre, and she goes, oh, I never knew that.
That's so funny.
There's so much misperception about the genre, and the fact that there is the stigma about, trash, it's porn, mommy porn, all this stuff. It's sad, and I want to help alleviate that.
And I love it. Hannah's saying, oh my God, yes, thank you. She's sending that Christina Aguilera go and preach.
I'm trying to lean forward to read the comments.
No, that's okay. I can read them to you. It's like, you will have, that's so great though. You will have so much data. You can find them. You have only done 5. So I'm pretty sure she's saying as you do more, you'll find some kind of common thread, hopefully, fingers crossed. And she's saying, oh my gosh, yes, thank you. Yes, girl.
Oh no, I mean, I'm going to do as many interviews as people are willing to do. If you are willing to talk to me, I am going to take you up on that offer. And I actually have a Reader Award-winning author. I don't know if I'm allowed to say names because they haven't given me permission yet, but I actually have a Reader Award-winning, I have a USA Today bestseller, and then I actually have an Amazon #1 New York, an Amazon #1 times, oh my God, clearly I'm getting tired, an Amazon #1 hit, best-selling author. So I have some, kind of big names and, bigger, romance names in the mix. And now that Beverly Jenkins is following me, maybe I'll message her. We don't know.
That would be amazing. That would be fantastic.
That would be incredible.
She says, sorry, so many comments. No, we love it. Absolutely. I love that.
Comment as much as you want.
Yes. We love that you love the romance. That is so amazing. Yes. Beverly Jenkins follows this wonderful human being. And if you could interview her, oh my gosh.
That'd be amazing. I'd be like,
that would be amazing.
Me? Do you remember me? I was the little blonde you had lunch with that one time.
Of course she'll remember you.
I love you.
I love you so much.
I'm not creepy at all.
Oh. All right, my dear. My back is saying no.
I know it's getting late.
Oh, Hannah's asking, what are your favorite romance novels? Eloisa James. I'm answering for you. Go ahead.
Oh no, I wasn't sure. You love Eloisa James too, though, right? I
do love Eloisa.
I converted you.
You did. You're like, have you ever read Eloisa James? I'm like, no, but I'm going to immediately.
My favorite romance novels. I read a lot of romance novels.
She's the queen. She's the queen.
I mean, this is probably, not the answer you're looking for, but I love Pride and Prejudice. That's probably one of my, all-time favorites. I've read it at least 12 to 15 times, somewhere around there. I read it a lot. I love that one. Eloisa James, Beverly Jenkins, they're all awesome. Whatever they write, I will read it. There have also been some like sleeper hits in the mix. If you want, I can always do a YouTube video, or we can do a live stream discussion, in which case I can, go through my bookshelves and, tell you and talk to you about them. Because there are a lot of books that I've really enjoyed that I haven't expected to. So, I mean, that might be,
that'll be really fun if we do a live stream like that. That would be really fun.
But I'd probably say, Pride and Prejudice because Mr. Darcy. But I mean, again, like I loved Archer's voice. I mean, that was awesome. That was, I was crying, I was laughing, I just loved it. That one was probably one of my favorite reads of the year thus far.
Yeah, I loved it too. Of course, Pride and Prejudice. She's saying Lisa Kleypas. Yeah, she's amazing. She's probably one of my favorite historical romance.
I got her book over there. I got it on my shelf and I met her. It's on my Instagram.
I know. And you met Eloisa James.
Yes, I did.
Yes, I did.
Yes, I did. And I can die a happy woman. And Lisa Kleypas, I took a couple selfies with her. I mean, I don't know if you can see.
Yeah.
But she was so sweet, and she made me so happy. My little pictures with her. I'm gonna go read everything she ever wrote.
Yeah, I love her so much. My favorite series from Lisa Kleypas is the Hathaway series. It's fantastic. My favorite character is, or my favorite ship from that series is Winifred and Kev. Spoiler alert. But yeah. She's asking if did you ever read Susan Wiggs? No, but I've heard of her. And she's saying, okay, I need to read it. Archer's Voice or anything we've talked about.
It's me and Eloise James.
Oh my gosh, you're driving. Oh, I'm so jealous. Oh my gosh.
She posted this picture of us over on her Instagram. This is over on hers.
Shut the front door.
Yeah, it has 235 likes versus my 50 something on my Instagram. She reposted it, which I thought was awesome. I was like, oh, Lisa James reposted my picture. I mean, I get so emotional because these, I mean, I watch movies, but these are my celebrities. These are the people I fangirl over. I mean, yeah, it's cool when you see an actor, but I'm like, but when you meet Eloise James, she's the queen. You bow down to her. Same with Beverly Jenkins. You just bow down.
You just bow down. Absolutely. So Hannah's going to go read Archer's Voice. Yes, you definitely should. Morass is saying same, but they have been dethroned by Marrying Winterbone. Are you saying your favorite Lisa Kleypas book? I haven't. That's the Ravenel series. I have not read that series yet, but I want to. I want to so bad. And then Hannah's just laughing.
We really could do the 8-hour live stream. It could happen.
We could.
It could happen.
We're on the 3.5 hour right now.
I know. This little dog, he's starting to give me that look.
He's looking at you again?
Yeah, he's awake now. Doing something.
All right, my dear. Well, I'm going to let you go to bed. I'm going to
go take off my little wing eyeliner. Gonna go take that off.
You look so pretty.
Oh, you're so sweet. You got the little bow. You look pretty.
I wish I could do the winged eyeliner. I can't do it.
I don't know how well you can really see it in the live stream with the webcam. I mean, it's there.
Gorgeous.
I mean, I will admit this was a learning curve. There was a learning curve to that. And I only used, where'd it go? I only used the Kat Von D tattoo one. That's the only one I use now because it's so precise. I can't use anything else.
I've seen this one on Facebook where it's like a stamp, and then it's like a stamp on one side that gives you the wing, and then you just fill in on your lid. I'm like, that's what I need.
Well, I mean, I appreciate the Kat Von D one because it sets automatically, and then if you mess up, all you have to do is build off of it. Whereas I tried using the Too Faced one, but it kind of has this bleed factor, so it doesn't do that stamp down quality. So I use the Kat Von D one a lot. That's my go-to.
I'll have to check it out.
An insight into my makeup life for no apparent reason.
Morass is stating we started at breakfast. It's lunchtime. It's lunchtime.
I know, we started at my dinner time. It's now my bedtime.
Oh my gosh. Hannah's saying good night, everybody. Good night. Good night. Hannah's also saying I can't do winged liner. LOL. It always looks like a turd. Jeez. And then Morass is saying hello from the other side of the planet. Yep.
I'm so glad you found us. I mean, I think that's so amazing. I mean, talk about the internet being, borderless.
Absolutely. I love that.
And I don't know if I have to do my eyebrows a little bit because, again, I'm blonde. So if I don't do my eyebrows, they look like I don't have them.
You look eyebrowless.
I don't, yeah, she's like, I don't do eyeliner, but I always do brows. I have to just fill them in just a little bit. Just a little. That's a totally, tangent digression moment, but
I know. I mean, I'm not really I do very basic eyeshadow, mascara, foundation. Sometimes I don't do a lot of foundation, and then lip stain. That's about it.
I think you described my makeup routine pretty much. I think you guys always kind of get the best version of me because I'm talkative over on BookTube because I get to talk about things that I, enjoy. I tend to get a little bit dressed up. I mean, this is not usually the case in my life. I'm usually very, very quiet, and I'm usually in sweatpants.
Yep. Me too.
My life.
Marissa is saying, I added you, then saw your post about writing romance, and I agree with what you said from then on. I watch your live streams. Oh, are you talking about Hannah? That's awesome. See? Bringing people together. I love it.
And anyone who's talking about romance is a friend. Anyone who's a romance reader, anyone who's supporting the romance genre, I mean, you know, props. Especially if you're talking about it on social media, especially if you're doing something, you know, YouTube or blogging about it. I mean, because it's so stigmatized and there still is that weird perception and negative connotation. I mean, if you're a romance writer and you're embracing it, I love you and I give you, you know, high fives and I'm just wishing you the best. I love it.
Absolutely. I love like how we kind of created a little like community within a community, you know, because I feel like we've just created a safe space for people to come and talk, and I love that.
I mean, I again, with the cozy mystery one, I feel as if there are more people. But again, it doesn't matter how many people are a part of the Romantics at Heart or, you know, talking about romance. I mean, I love that, you know, it just exists in general. I mean, I don't care if it just, I mean, it's awesome when there's other people watching, but I mean, if it was just you and me, I'd be happy. I mean, if there's, you know, 2 other people, I'm happy. I mean, as long as, you know, there is a safe space and people do, you know, when anyone wants to talk about romance or, you know, tweet about romance, you know, there it is.
Absolutely. I feel the same way.
And it makes me happy that you said yes.
I was so, oh my gosh. I mean, I've talked about this so many times, but I was actually so like, you asked me out of all the people in the world, you asked me.
You named it after me, and I'm still amazed at that. You named this book club. I mean, that was, you know, blush. Can't help it but blush.
I just wanted to honor you because you're fantastic.
Oh, you're gonna make me cry.
Don't cry. Don't cry. I love you. All right, my dear. Alrighty.
I love you too. And I love everybody who's watching right now as my phone falls. I'm like, I love you.
Thank you, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful night. Hannah, it was wonderful to meet you. I think this is the first time I've seen you in one of our live stream chats. So thank you so much for stopping by.
I'm gonna have to go follow you. I'm gonna, you know, this is the great thing about YouTube now. They archive the comments. So if I'm not already following people, I get to go follow them.
Yes. I know. I'm definitely gonna have to check out your channel. But yeah, I love it. I love doing this. And seriously, I've never looked forward to a Tuesday more than doing this.
I know. I love our Tuesdays. They're so much fun. They're the highlight. They're awesome.
They're great. All right, everyone, have a wonderful night. We're gonna sign off here. Angela needs to go to bed. I need to get out of this position. Hannah says, yes, it was wonderful to see y'all as well. I followed the both of you. You're so sweet.
Aww, thank you. Welcome to our bookish corners of the world.
All right, everyone. I hope you have a fantastic night, and we'll see you on a Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.